Shout out to lovely ladies, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jeff, shout out to AJ, you know what I mean? They're in the room, you feel me? You got to make their presence known, you feel me?
The ambiance is immaculate.
You know, shout out to all the team members that aren't here.
Oh, yeah.
We hit a milestone.
Because it takes a team inside a team to get things done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to achieve a feat like this,
10K, nigga.
it takes a village.
10,000 of anything is a lot. Money, miles, nigga.
That's a good lump sum.
That's a lot.
You've never had $10,000. You've never had 10,000 nothing. Guaranteed.
No.
Guaranteed. You ain't even gone to Chuck E. Cheese and got 10,000 something, nigga.
Tickets, nope, none of that
Never
shit.
mind. You was a loser.
Unfortunate, nigga. Impoverished, nigga. But now look at me, nigga.
Yeah.
Bottle in hand, nigga.
Bottle in hand.
Champagne. Actually, can we get some help opening this?
He's so used to losing, he don't know how to celebrate.
I don't know how to open this
We
shit,
got to
nigga.
pull up the Racks on Racks music video to find out how to do this shit. Get a step-by-step tutorial.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, shout out to Menace Material. Shout out to y'all for supporting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking everybody, all the people we interviewed over the years, all the people they interviewed over the years. You know, it's really a team effort, you know what I mean?
Everybody that got me to this point. You ain't thank your mom.
Shout out my mom. Shout out my mother, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't even know she doesn't even really know what I do.
But that's your fault, though, because...
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Turn the mic.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
It's the 4th of July.
Thank you, brother. It's the first of the month.
Yeah. I was a little worried for a second. I thought I was going to be podcasting with an
I'm going to go ahead and get my cup real quick.
Hey, man, get your
go
cup.
ahead and get you something to drink.
If anything falls off, I won't know about it. It's going to be all right, though.
man.
You look parched over there, pimp.
Get your champagne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to talk. I'm going to wait until everybody gets their cup. We're going to do a cheers in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Salute. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
This must be what Warren Buffett smell like.
I about to say, what is... Whoa.
Success.
Oh, yeah. I about to say, what it smell like? What it smell like?
He smell like compound interest.
Yeah. Shit smell good, man.
Almost take a sip of this.
Oh, man.
10K, man.
10K, man.
You know, we some small fries.
Yeah.
Some small fries and hit a little growth spurt, nigga. It's the summer. That's what happens.
We some big potatoes now.
Yeah.
I about to say, man. Everybody.
Yeah, I don't know how big the frame is, but, you know, it's here.
I about to say, just
getting the lower thirds.
You know, to more money, more viewers, more pimping, more lavish living.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Shit tastes like grape juice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, we made some mimosas, you know. It's not that feminine.
And you know, 10K. There's going to be one point in time where we get 10K on something and we're not going to appreciate it. We're going to feel like we're falling off. So, you know, we got to enjoy this moment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Soak it up, bask in it.
We doing a lot of good things, man. Shout out to y'all again.
We ain't doing shit for real, but they doing a lot of good things.
Yeah, the champagne is honestly, it's not bad.
Yeah, how do you feel? We're not drinkers.
Hold up. I feel lovely, nigga.
Yeah, exquisite.
Yeah, nigga.
You got to get out a different diction when you're talking like this, when you got this shit in your cup, nigga. This ain't coffee.
Marvelous.
There's nothing caffeinated about this.
Yeah.
What do you want to get into?
What? I feel like we have to get into some pimping.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're here and we're lounging. Why not? Yeah, go get your vitamin C, nigga.
Hey, yeah. Everybody chase their fucking drink.
Huh?
Everybody added the chaser, some orange juice.
You know, that's just what you do when you get 10,000 views, nigga.
Is this what rich people do? Do rich people add orange juice?
Rich people don't struggle with anything. So why?
OJ just was what makes it a mimosa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not out of necessity. It's just, you know, it's an amenity. It's a trinket.
Yeah.
It livens it up a little bit.
But I'm saying, does Warren Buffett add orange juice to his mother? You know,
depends on how much it costs. Warren Buffett ain't paying more than 25 cents for some orange juice, probably.
It would have to be fresh squeezed orange juice
by Cambodians.
Yeah, some Philippine children.
You was about to say something about something.
Yeah, we drinking champagne, man. Let's talk about niggas who ain't drinking champagne, right?
Niggas losing right now.
Yeah, let's talk about some losers.
The other side of the coin.
Yeah.
The part we can't relate to.
Yeah, at all. You know what I mean? I don't know how we're gonna get through this.
Yeah,
but because you know we can't
tomorrow,
we can't even relate.
Yeah.
But before we get to Keke's boyfriend, or whatever you want to call him. I kind of want to touch on the Jonah Hill situation. Nigga, have you seen about this?
Break it down.
Yo,
Elaborate.
Did I put in? Can you go to the notes?
Yep, you got it. I got you right here. Already got to pull it up.
His girlfriend, Sarah Brady.
Yep, Sarah Brady's her name.
She can't be related to.
She not
can't
related
be related to him.
Right?
Not to him. Yeah,
That nigga's a champion.
Not to him. But they was dating, and I guess it was going good until he gave her, what he needed. His boundaries, his rules in his kingdom.
How long did he wait to establish this?
That's an Nardwuar question.
How long did he wait to establish these boundaries?
I can't answer that question, but let me add this, though. What if 2 months in?
2 months is risky. Depends on how turbulent those 2 months were, how intense.
2 months pre-title or 2 months into the title?
2 months from the very beginning. Like, you gotta nip shit in the bud from the start, because you start how you finish.
That is true, but it's...
You said, all right, Pippin.
All right, Pim, you be safe, man.
10.2? Oh, excuse us.
Yeah, 10.2. Sorry. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I feel you, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter, though. Because, if she riding with you, you should be able to drop the world on her. She should be able to hold that shit, right?
Yeah.
But with his girl, she wasn't able to do that. And I'm gonna just read his rules and his stipulations. And I want the women who are listening to this, the very few of you who probably watch this.
Nah, we shout out lovely ladies in the beginning of every showcase for a reason.
Yeah, that's a bit, but you get what I'm saying.
It ain't no bit.
How
dare you?
Comment down.
You just disrespected all the lovely ladies of LOY.
You think it's probably like 10 and we can name them?
Probably 13. Maybe 15.
Maybe 15.
Yeah.
That's not low ball.
It's a few more now.
That's not low ball. Yeah, thank you.
And we don't even know what's out there.
Yeah.
So comment down below if you would leave a nigga if he added the stipulations.
What? Oh,
so he needs
plain and simple.
Plain and simple. If you need, you see how we framed it? If this is what you need, then this can't be. You get what I'm saying?
Whoa. So he's saying, okay, go ahead, read it.
If you need surfing with men,
that's very specific.
I even put like how intimate is surfing with another man. Like, you in the ocean.
We didn't see the voyage, nigga.
Yeah, it's a deep sea.
It obviously got very vulgar because it's too specific. Something happened on the beach. She probably popped a tit on the middle of the surfboard and the nigga placed it back in there for her.
How often do titties pop out while you surfing though? They be wearing wetsuits.
Yep.
It's so many different.
It depends on the tide. And it depends on what she's wearing. You can't assume. We're talking about a girl that's getting handsy with another man in front of her man. I can only imagine what a uniform is.
And it is pretty lonely out there to only have you and another person. It's like only one thing can happen, but
But my thing is surfing with men. She's not on a board with another nigga, is she?
Nah, but I think
that has to be what that is.
Nah, I don't think
you can't surf too close to another person anyway.
You
gotta be on the same board.
Nah, you can, but
but you shouldn't. But
I think it's just the activity itself.
I think that's what he's talking about.
It's such a fun activity for you to be with another man having that much fun. Bitch, it can't be.
Yeah, but you can't look that excited with another dude. That's like,
what it is.
That's so bonded for Hawaiians.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I think he spelled this wrong, or he just made some shit up.
Boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men.
Okay, so those are kind of the same thing. The first two stipulations are the same thing. She's a little disrespectful, kind of like a Keke Palmer, but we'll touch on that in a later.
I don't know.
The first one is an example of the second. The first one is an example of the second.
This is a symptom.
Yeah, it's like an umbrella, and he's just basically listing off what's under that umbrella. But we can't call her Keke Palmer because we don't have pictures of this bitch surfing with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, nigga.
But the first two things that he said out his mouth was, "This bitch is friendly." He said it twice. That's how you know it's real. He became redundant. Go ahead. What's the next one?
To model, which is to model.
If you want to model. That's a little vague because
that's super vague.
That's a little vague because if she's wearing sweaters and Target campaigns, I can't imagine he'd have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's a little manipulative.
So she's probably selling flat tummy tees.
To post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit. Now that's a little.
That's the same thing. This nigga's he's redundant.
She's a surfer.
What's with surfers? Are surfers hoes?
Free spirited.
Free spirited.
Probably that.
Surfers are just wet hippies. when you think about it.
Mermaid.
They're just tropical hippies.
Yeah.
It's the same one love, one spirit shit.
Yeah.
The same naps in their head.
Yeah.
I think we own something.
Salty
White
creatures,
girls
nigga.
with dreads, bro.
But
Come
in the
on.
sea.
In the sea.
Does that make them sexier?
Ooh, it depends on how you feel about wet white people.
Yeah.
And this,
Yeah.
We'll get to it. To post sexual pictures, which is obvious, you know what I mean? To post sexual
to
pictures.
post sexual pictures.
Can be is a thigh is pretty seductive.
A feet, it could be seductive for
Feet
a
can
nigga.
be seductive too, depending on the nigga. But
Yeah.
there's levels to sexual pictures. Like, what is a tease? What's like a low grade tease? Just a selfie with too much cleavage?
Side boob.
Side boob?
Side boob.
That's the lowest level of tease?
That's the lowest level.
Nah, I mean, well, nah, you're right.
This is tricky.
I'm thinking a selfie that like you can write off as she's just got she just got big titties in this picture. She's not trying to look like that, but she can't help it.
He's talking about the dress with the split in the middle.
That's a tease. That's an elaborate ruse so that your imagination runs wild about what's under there.
He's been hurt before. And he also has one last thing. Friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past beyond getting lunch or coffee or something respectful. So, bitch, if you have friends that are hoes,
Her friends are whores.
you cannot be around me.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Is your girl the sum of who she hangs around? Because caveat, girls in relationships tend to not like each other a lot. Like they go through spurts of like, me and you, we've never really had rough patches. I don't think that's ever happened before.
No.
And if they were,
Never.
it's never been like serious rough patches. It's just shit that y'all niggas can talk out quickly.
Girls have boyfriends that have vaginas. That's what their best friend is.
Yeah.
They go through turbulence.
And, unstable women can be like her single friend that, is just destructive and wants destruction around her. So she's probably going to be trying to influence the relationship with her.
Just fatherless.
And it's like, you let him choke you in the bed? What the fuck? Like, little shit like that. Like, what? Like, what me choking her got to do with you?
Yeah, or even worse, that she just wants her to explore her sexual liberation.
Yeah.
Because she out here free-spirited.
Exactly.
Wet hippie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she wanted to get her girl to come ride the tide. Nigga.
Yeah, get salty, nigga. Ugh. Man, he said, I am not the partner for you. If these things bring you happiness, bitch, I support it, but there
will be no hard feelings.
And these are my boundaries for a romantic partnership. Simple
Romantic
as that.
partnership. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt or trust. Wait, what? My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt or trust.
I'm gonna say this.
He's hurt.
He might be a cokehead.
Cokehead?
Well, I was trying. I didn't
Allegedly.
wanna say that.
Oh, you was trying not to say that? Allegedly.
But these.
Who knows? He may have had a
That's coke
fun
grammar.
past.
He might not be a cokehead,
He may have had
but
fun.
he has coke grammar. See, you gotta do the rigmarole. You gotta play around that shit.
Yeah. His linguistics have
Say without saying it.
Yeah, it got some powder on it, baby. But nah, man, this is crazy. Like, this is gorilla pimping, right?
This is
Under the guise of what that is. You get what I'm saying?
This is an inflated ego. No, it's a weak ego.
It's insecurity, right?
Yeah.
We was talking about this earlier.
Well, but it also depends on what happened.
And what she's doing and what the whole scenario is.
Because scroll back up. Surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men. Nigga.
That right there, that's the
one.
That's history.
Something happened.
Yeah.
She was on the surfboard with a dude. She had a little too much sand on her ass and he dusted off.
Or not her, but somebody else. Or maybe he was the dude that was dusting sand off the girl ass. Like, we don't know.
Have you ever been jealous in a relationship?
Of my girl?
Yeah.
No.
You ain't never seen your girl in like an intimate situation where you was like, nigga, what the fuck?
Oh, like on some like lovey-dovey shit. Not jealous. No. Not jealous in that way.
Lauren?
But
not yet.
But
not,
disrespect.
Well, go ahead.
Nah,
no.
I know
You was about to say it sounds a lot worse.
Nah.
Go.
I was gonna actually kind of agree with, I think, where you're going.
Like, not jealous, like, oh, why aren't you loving me like that? But it's
Right.
like, it's like, bitch, why?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it really that funny, bitch? Like,
Right.
I'll give it to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Disrespectful.
Disrespect.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I thought that's where you were going.
You know,
and I'm
Because
with that.
it's never.
But maybe that just shows my lack of emotional empathy. Maybe I didn't love my ex enough for me to be jealous. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, you were touching when you were young.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to you.
I was doing the touching when I was the younger one.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
She was 14.
That doesn't help.
Hey, every time
What
I say
time
this,
are we at?
every time I say this,
What time say
every time I
24.
say this,
Bleep.
every
Bleep,
time I
bleep,
say
bleep,
this,
bleep,
I am
bleep.
going to add the context. I don't
Bleep.
care. I'm gonna do it every time. I was
No.
8, she was 14. I was doing the licking.
I agree with the context. I get it. I understand.
Nah,
I understand.
You were a pimp, nigga. A playground pimp.
Well, I don't do what? But look, I mean, a preschool pimp. But
This is the type of nigga that should move to the Middle East.
do you think
He wants a modest girl. He needs to want somebody in a turban, somewhere sandy.
But everybody wants their cake and eat it too. Like, he doesn't want that, but he does want that. You know what I mean? Like, he wants. You want to know what he needs? He might need an escort.
So here's the thing, though. Earlier on, before y'all came, we kind of talked about this a little bit on the other pod.
The same
And-
situation.
Yeah. We talked about Jonah as well, and he actually apparently when they first started dating, he was in her DMs liking the pictures of her on surfboards with her ass out.
So this is
He's
the old.
reaping what he sowed.
This is
Right.
This is the okay.
This
So-
is simple. Yeah.
So the problem really isn't that he didn't set his boundaries from the beginning. Because I'll give it to you. 2 months. I don't know how intense that 2 months was. Might have been a loose 2 months before he get to the point where he's like, hey, I don't like that. Put this to the side, tickle my balls, and play like a flute. That's how I like to come. But he didn't accept who she was from the start. You get what I'm saying? Because he came into this situation knowing what it was going to be.
He came in trying to change her,
He saw
but through
her
the
Instagram
process,
feed.
through the process of him liking the pictures,
Yeah.
he was also figuring out like. It's like he was eyeing the bitch like, okay, I'm gonna stop her from doing that. Like, look at that picture.
Wait,
Her ass is very exposed.
is this a DM from another man?
No, this is DM from Jonah.
Okay, from Jonah.
Yeah, this is Jonah when he DM'd her.
Before they were dating.
I believe so. He used to. Well, she said, "Yep, kind of believe a man who sent me shit like this." So he sent shit like
Let's
this.
go down. Can I see this?
Yeah.
All right. A little thirst.
How you doing?
That's a little lazy.
Good. I want to see you.
That's
Well,
a little
you
lazy.
get lazy when you get money and you get status.
That's perfect for him. Good. I want to see you, nigga. What?
Keep going. Would then be upset I didn't read
Read his mind and take down pics. She
Wait,
was saying,
is
yeah.
this out of context? What is this?
This is her saying that it's crazy that he
Oh,
would send
okay.
me stuff like this, but then would be mad that I didn't know he wanted me to take down pics of this stuff when I was finally in a relationship with him.
You know-
because he used to actually fucking like these pictures.
When you
I don't.
Go.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
I'm
run
doubling down.
Run it. Run it.
Oh shit.
If this is his like kingdom, if this is his playground, he deserves to run it however way he wants it.
Bitch, I did
Like-
21 No Jump Street.
Like, it doesn't. You feel me? Like, it's kind of like
Facts.
it's
There's
like
something there.
It's like playing on a new team. Like, fuck what plays you was running before. This is a whole new system.
You in a new
You get what I'm saying?
goddamn organization.
So shout out to Jonah Hill for putting his foot down. He told her it was honestly, she had to do 6 things.
Yo, he gave it to her like
things.
it was an audition script.
Yeah,
You can
feel
tell
me?
he's used to casting calls.
Yeah, casting couches.
He break it, give it the criteria, the stipulations.
Yeah.
It's like if you ain't doing the topless nude scene, don't show up.
He even told her the fine print. Like, he wasn't trying to hide anything.
Yeah,
So
nah.
shout out to Jonah Hill, man.
Shit felt like a legally binding contract
Yeah.
in a text.
And man, I don't think Jonah Hill deserves none of this, man. Like,
None of the smoke.
None of the
What is the
smoke.
reaction to this shit?
I think the overall reaction is, you see, I think all of the Keke heat is taken away from this.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Say
there's-
it again. All of the Keke heat is taken away from this?
yeah, like all the Keke Palmer drama is kind of taken away from what's happening with this. But overall, I didn't see anybody like angry. I've saw the word manipulation,
Misogyny.
misogyny. I've
that's
seen
the
those words.
narcissism.
That's low-hanging fruit.
Narcissism.
Everybody's a narcissist nowadays.
Yeah.
Fucking narcissist.
We're in the age of narcissists. It's social media age.
But I wanted to. What's your rules
My rules with like relationship wise.
Yeah, what's the criteria?
on your playground? What, you can't swing from the goddamn the.
I'm
No
okay,
running
so
in the moats.
Yeah.
It depends on what it is you do. It depends on how I meet you to begin with. My current girl is like she does like artistic stuff. And I knew that going in. Like, she's done modeling and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be upset if she posts a picture.
Artistic stuff.
I knew her beforehand. What I mean by that is she's a model and she does music.
She does music.
So she's music
okay,
and
okay,
so
okay,
she's like
okay.
me as far as that, but she does music and then she models. So, and she has like photos and stuff like that. So like if she posts photos of certain size, like modeling and stuff like that, I don't care because it's artistic. And I've heard her brain as she comes up with the concepts and thinks about it. Like I've heard her go through the process of what she's trying to do when she's doing it.
And yeah, go ahead.
And because of what you do here,
It's like it's
you
fair.
can't be hypocritical.
I can't be hypocritical because
Yep.
I can't, bro. Because I say, y'all was even on my ass the other day when we were having the pod, and I was saying shit. You was like, Lauren, you still gotta go home, nigga. Like, you know?
Yeah, when you was talking about summer, July. You was,
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
You was,
yeah.
Oh, whatever now, nigga.
No,
now it's whatever, nigga. Don't whatever
Yeah.
that. Don't whatever that
No,
beautiful
y'all
woman.
were right. I don't want to bring it back up.
Fuck it, bro. And you wanna know what's
we
crazy?
were right.
Because
You
I
didn't
was
wanna
like,
bring it back up.
I was like, whoa, like this is like the world stopped for a second. I was like, whoa, Lauren, please don't.
Yeah.
And then you had said some bullshit. You was like, so talk about July some more. Like, what made her so special? And I was
Was
like,
it the fireworks?
I was like, Tony,
Was it
no.
yeah, it was the barbecues.
But I knew
See,
it.
that's a pain that you don't have
Yeah.
to deal with.
Yeah.
You're a free man.
But I still like I'm
It's the-
traumatized.
Right. But just to answer your question though, as far as what my rule may be, is like, just don't like. I don't. It's tough. I don't really lay it out completely. I kind of have to see it as we go. It's weird. Like,
So that is true.
See
But
what I'm
if
saying?
she's a
Are
model,
you different with every girl?
depending, but not
That's what
like
it sounds like.
not different in how I approach, but different in like the grace I give for situations.
The context.
You know what I'm saying? Like the context of the situation. Like different in the grace I give for situations. Like if I already know this is the type of stuff you do, that's fine. If I'm dating you beforehand and then all of a sudden you want to just start bursting out doing nude shoots with all sorts of shit, I'm like, what are you doing? Where do you go? But if I go into it and she's not doing that, but I'm saying if I go into it knowing that this could be a, you know what I'm saying? Then it's
Yeah. A
different.
world.
Yeah, then it's different.
Like you don't want to marry a girl and then have her do her first ever solo porn shoot.
You
a
see
month
what I'm
later.
saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. But if I knew you were in that world already, then
you can
alright.
accept it. You can mentally prepare for it.
Yeah, I see what you did with Adam 22 this time.
You know what you paid for? It's a receipt.
Yeah.
So like boundaries are just respect me, and she knows what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about respecting me. Like most of her shoots are with like women anyway. Like women taking no pictures and shit like that.
What if it was a dude though? Like
That's
what if
fine. That's
And what
fine.
kind of shoots are we talking about?
They're normally like pretty tame for the
Pretty
most part.
tame?
For the most
Alright.
part, she has some stuff that's like quote unquote. I don't want to use that word because it sounds like a feminine word, risque or whatever the fuck.
You know, a little raunchy,
Yeah,
erotic?
There's some stuff that's a little like
sexualized.
sexually, yeah. There's some stuff for sure, but like a lot of it's still done in artistic taste. You know what I'm saying? You can see when it's just a bitch being naked for no reason, or when there's like a theme.
She's naked with lighting.
With purpose.
No, and then not with lighting, not with lighting. I'm talking about with like a theme turned around, like a whole
Yeah.
theme, like a whole thing, like a whole get up, like a whole. We're making this thing. All right, this shoot was a shoot that we did about some pancakes or some breakfast thing, and it's whatever it is. And then this shoot right here was like a
Her areolas or
BDSM
waffles.
kind
Yeah,
of
I
thing
get
or
you.
whatever. Like,
I understand. Trust me.
yeah. Yeah.
It's flapjacks in the room.
Yeah.
Long story short, is like I can see where art is art, and I can see where it's not.
I was about to say, what's your rules? And I'm only asking because y'all are, committed
Yeah,
men.
yeah.
You love your woman.
What
Your
am I-
woman is the queen.
What are my rules for
It's
how I
tough.
would
I
like
don't
to be
really have
treated? Is that what you asking?
What are your do's and don'ts? Like,
That's a better way to put it.
what are your do's and don'ts? I
My
should have framed it
do's
that
and my
way.
don'ts.
You know what I mean?
Don't call me a bitch. I don't like that
I don't
shit.
like that at all. Either.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Word, nigga, sticks and stones. What the fuck?
Nah, it's a principle. You feel what I'm saying? It's
What if she's calling you that to get you to a level? You know what I mean? Like,
no,
okay.
nah. Get me to what level? I'm not being a bitch.
He said showing her what it is. yeah.
Nah, nigga.
Okay.
So you would be cool with your girl calling you a bitch on occasion? That's
Nah,
what you're saying.
It's not about being cool with it, but it's like some things I'm not gonna let her have.
I feel
Like
that.
if she knows that's gonna get me to a place where I'm gonna be mad at her,
She
then
can use it. She has a button for her.
I'm not gonna. It's not gonna matter anymore.
But like,
you feel me?
Nigga,
like-
deep up choke.
But also, I've never experienced like get up, bitch. Like
no, I've never experienced that either.
You know.
But even like with like simple things, I don't like small things too. That's just kind of like nerving to me is like when you having a good conversation and then she forget that it's you and you fuck around like just out of habit say some shit like, girl, I'm like, look, don't do that to me. I'm not.
Yeah, that's petty.
I'm not your girl.
But I mean, overall, I just realized this. Overall, treat me how you want to be treated. Like I don't like when you like if you get mad at me for doing shit that you do too.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? That shit drives me insane.
But isn't that like being mad about your hair getting wet in a pool? No. Like it's kind of it's not inevitable, but nigga, you're really asking for it. You're in a relationship. No. Like that's something that's gonna happen. She's gonna get mad at something that she does. She's gonna be a hypocrite.
Yeah, and I don't like that shit.
But saying you don't like it, it's like saying
I'm allowed to not like that.
You're allowed to, but come on,
But the thing is, I try my best not to do that.
Can you think of a quick hypothetical, like something?
I have to go home after this. I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Whoa. Oh my God.
I'm not doing it.
I need wait.
No, I know what you're about to do.
Phil.
Oh, I need a time travel.
I know what he's about to do. I
need a time travel machine.
Hop in the
so
capsule,
I can go back,
get in the magic
talk to Tone Groove in 2016, so I can show him a video of this right now. Yeah. I gotta go home.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, what?
Yeah. Tone
what
Groove
are you talking about?
Nigga, you a star.
My God.
You know it, and it's not delusional confidence.
Hey, this is the price you pay. You know what I'm saying?
What price do you pay?
You know, you got to go home to shit after this.
Yeah, but I'm not about to talk about my relationship, like specific
details.
details.
Yeah, you can't do specifics.
Well, first of all, I said hypothetical. I remember that word. I said, can you think of a...
Oh, you want me to make some shit up? Like, you want me to use my imagination?
But it's like you talking...
Give me a prompt.
You talking about this. This is like nothing. Like something that, you know, like let me think of something.
That's her calling you right now.
Yeah, he picked up that phone quick as shit. Hey, baby, I'm busy right now. This is crazy. I'm glad you love her, nigga. I'm so happy. I'm super happy.
I do love her, and that's why I'm able to be in this position and to suck it up and take the joke. You get what I'm saying?
Nigga, it's no jokes.
I
know.
I know.
It's no jokes.
It's just loneliness. It's loneliness being projected onto me.
Hey, nah, it's not loneliness. Hey, nah. You know, loneliness only comes around like 11 o'clock. That shit only lasts till 2 o'clock. It's a 5-hour shift of loneliness.
Yeah,
nigga.
But brasses will kill loneliness.
Yeah, it's fucking reading, nigga, something.
Yeah. Stoic breathing.
Yeah.
What was we talking about?
What are your rules?
What is your rules being a man?
It stemmed from Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
being
Jonah
a
Hill.
man in this world right now, it feels like a tricky thing, even though I know it's not.
I get disrespected all the time. Not disrespected all the time, but I hear a lot of like fuck men shit.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you grow up with a single black mom.
I wanna.
You grow up with a single black mom. All you hear all day is that niggas ain't shit.
Yeah. You hear a lot of that,
and it's kind of weird in a way, like your mom is inevitably creating mental barriers on your mind.
For sure.
Because you're a black man.
You just
This nigga just got all sophisticated out of nowhere. I am a black man, sir.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy. That's the type, but they wasn't thinking about that back then.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know how much your shit. You don't know how much things your kids absorb. We take everything. Most of the stuff that you don't want us to.
Yeah. Like what's a bad thing you think you took from your mother?
Man, I gotta go home after this.
All right, well, I'll go first. I'm not gonna say from my mother, but my family always smoked. Like weed was always a thing. You know what I mean?
So you just picked up drugs, drug habit from your family?
But like everybody smoked.
Yeah, so it's normally one or the other. It's normally you go to it or you stay all the way with
your friends or your family. What's gonna come first?
Mm-hmm. So like your mom, your sister, your cousins, your grandmas.
Not as sporadic. Not everybody smoked, but you know it was weed around. It don't take that many people to smoke.
You grew up and they didn't protect you from it.
Nah, I don't think I needed to be protected.
Well, that's how you rationalize it.
But it is something that I think about. Like, if weed wasn't around, I might have still ended up smoking.
Why do you smoke weed? I was thinking about this shit the other day.
It's probably genetics.
So you just gonna blame your parents? Nigga, you gotta take self-accountability.
Nah, it's probably genetics in it too.
I don't know.
Think about it. Think about it.
You telling me?
You know? You want to know what's crazy? Look. What? I was I was watching the short, right?
Yeah.
And it was about I'm gonna fast forward through this, but it was some scientists, they did some studies on rats, right? So they would have this tangerine smell, and the male rats would smell this tangerine smell and get shocked. All right, you got that?
Get shocked by electricity?
Get shocked by Odin, nigga, whatever. The male children ended up having kids. The kids smelt that smell and ran away. So that tells you some things are, just genetic. Like the kids have never smelt that smell before, but they have a predisposition to they have a predisposition of fear of getting shot.
That's a fact.
You get what I mean?
I grew up being afraid of dogs, and I never knew why. But learning that my mom was like terrified and that she was bitten, and that she was bitten by a dog when she's younger, and had to be like, you know what I'm saying?
And
that was a part.
And it's like we don't know if you're like 1 month years old and a dog is near you and your mom is like, get away from the dog.
You're right.
And it's just in your psyche now. You don't know.
Like me, for example, I terrorize niggas on the basketball court because that's what my father did before me.
This nigga right
No. Yeah.
That's what came before.
I understand.
I'm a junior.
Okay.
There's a mantle I have to hold up to. By the way,
I can't wait until we get into this.
By the way,
wait, how did that go?
Hold on. That's
wait,
what
I can't wait until we get into this. I cannot wait until we get into this.
Pause.
Go ahead.
Everybody
go ahead.
pause.
We
Let's
gotta
take
wait.
a
We
deep
gotta
breath.
take. We gotta take the.
Take
We gotta
a
wait.
sip.
We have
Take a
to
sip of
wait
your
until
mimosa.
later. We have to wait until later.
No.
We have to wait until later.
The time is now. There's no better
all right.
present than the moment. It's the best gift of all time, nigga.
Because I thought about this and I'm ready. So go ahead. Go ahead.
You notice you thought about it. Let me set this up. What is your parlay? 3 games, 21, Tone Groove,
21
Lauren,
changes
and
everything.
Jada Menace. 3 games. What's your parlay? What's your spread? Who do you think won? What do you think the score? Come on. Give me some.
Okay.
Well, who you putting your money on?
And this was a practice game for the real competition. So I'm
This
just
is
going
a
to
warm-up
assume.
game.
It's a warm up.
I'm
It's
go-
warm up.
Okay, so
Everybody was resting. Nobody's hooped in a while.
It's warm up.
What's your parlay?
I'm going to say Tony got 2 games. Maybe AJ got 1. Maybe. Now, as far as the points,
Okay.
I don't think you just blew them out the water.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I mean? There was probably close, maybe got to 11-10, and then, you just, made a couple shots, made a couple layups those 2 games, But I'm
Fair.
But what's reality?
What's reality?
I'm gonna let him tell reality because he earned to tell reality. I'm gonna let him tell that because he earned that.
Oh, that can't be good.
No, it is good, but because I'm gonna tell mine after. But I want him to go through without interrupting me when I start talking.
Oh,
I'm gonna let
So
you.
go ahead.
I'm
So
gonna let
go
you how
ahead.
you spill.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Go
let you spill.
yeah. I want him to go fully in without him interrupting me when I start saying stuff.
I'm gonna let you spill, but NBA, be on the lookout for this nigga Jay Noblez. He's got pretty good scouting abilities. His basketball IQ's up there. You watched the game before. You was a little off though, my brother. Let me break it down to you. Game one. My mindset, I'm going in. Let me see what these niggas can do. Let me see what's about to happen.
I knew, okay.
They go out there, they playing, they scoring. Lauren's doing his thing. He's getting up there, right? I'm like, boom. All right. I know his game. Turn it on. First game, 21. Tone Groove, of course. Second game, I'm a little winded. I ain't hooped in a while, so I'm letting them do their thing again. They're getting out there, woo.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm picking my shots.
Okay.
I'm waiting to attack until I get that third gear. Boom. Second game, 21. Now, the third game, as history would tell you, the precedent has been set. There's nobody else here that's going to be able to beat me. That's just what's been told. So third game goes to me, of course, because at that point, I know what they can do.
And everybody's tired.
And they know what they can't do, which is stop me.
Okay.
I'm going to break down their games. AJ the Menace, right? I like him. He's a big man. I can tell he ain't hooped in a while. He can, by his form, I know he can shoot.
It's there, though. It's there.
If he's not shooting the three-pointer, he's in the paint. He's not dribbling a lot.
Okay.
No fancy moves.
Okay.
Occasionally, he'll get mad at Lauren and just like, nigga, Lauren, you little bow.
Yeah.
Let me get in there.
Yeah.
Get that shit up.
Okay. As always.
Lauren, on the other hand, you see, we hooped together before. But that was a poor showcase.
Yeah.
Because everybody was fucked up. Everybody was playing horrible.
Honestly, it was a bad court.
And I couldn't really tell what his game is. But from what I can see, he's a try-hard. Not a try-hard. He's energetic, but he has a lot of wasted energy. He can play basketball. for sure.
Wasted energy where? Where's this wasted energy going?
You seen Russell Westbrook play?
He's like a Russell.
He's trying to say I hustle a lot.
A hustle, but he's going 100,000 miles per hour into a tree with bushes and branches to get the ball. But I respect it. And his vertical, I still think I'll jump higher than him, but I'm like, this little nigga's like Mario getting on a mushroom.
Okay.
He can't shoot threes.
He can.
He can't shoot threes. And when he goes in the paint, he just goes up.
How quick is he? Was you able to keep up with him laterally?
He's very quick, but I was just using that against him because he's quick, but he's not calculated with his quickness.
Like, he's not thinking of what he's going to do
I wanted
before.
to see Lauren do more lateral movements, but he kind of just ran from spot to spot around the court.
That's hard if you haven't hooped in a minute. Like, you got to kind of hoop up.
All right, I give it to him. I give him his grace. But, undefeated.
Okay.
That's what I thought was going to happen. That's what I expected.
Yeah.
So I made my expectations. I was a little rusty. I ain't hit all the shots I wanted to.
I was about to say, like, you was hitting the middies?
Yeah. And the overall difference is...
How many times did you shoot over him? Because that was a big point. You was like,
a couple times.
Okay.
A couple times. I wasn't just overdosing like I normally do because my shot won't fall. But a couple times because, eventually that shit gonna go in.
Yeah.
And he can't block it. But I was really eating the niggas up in the paint. Blocking shots. Just overall...
Okay, now Lauren said he had his own story. I'm not too,
now, hold on.
I'm not too sure how that is going to be different.
AJ to go because I know.
No. We're not gonna let him go before I go. We're not because this is me and you. I'm not gonna. Because we're not gonna get We're gonna get a third perspective after there's already the two who've been talking about shit.
I want to moderate.
We have to get a third perspective.
I want to moderate.
No. We're not. No, I'm not gonna allow you to get your way because I know what you're doing. Cut it out. I'm not gonna allow you to get your way.
Let me explain myself.
No.
Let me just make my case.
You already did. Continue. Make your case. Keep making your case. Once your case is done, let me know when I can make mine, and then he can make his.
I just want to make my case for AJ going next because when you go, I feel like there's not going to be room for him to go. Because you are going to open the can and it's going to be a nuclear bomb.
How deep
I'm not,
is this hoop session? It's 3 games.
Bro, it's not even that deep, bro. It's not that deep because I've thought about it.
It's a laceration.
I thought about it, and it's not that deep. And reason I say it's not that deep is because what I've done incorrectly is I gave him his win, but I didn't I didn't honor the code of, you know what I'm saying? I gotta chill for a little bit. Like, I gotta let him get all that off because he won. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you was emotional?
Lauren was the type that I won 3 games in a row and he's like, run me one-on-one real quick.
Yeah. But there's a reason. But there is a reason for that, though. There is a reason for that. But still, I should have still upheld the code. I should have upheld the code regardless, even though I think I have a reason.
But hold on. Before I let you go in your spill, I just want to say that I had to set the standards for the brand of basketball that was going to be played. Because there was a few cheap shots.
Oh, my God.
There was a few not honoring the Warriors' code.
There's one thing I did. You fixed it. It's the very first game. It's one thing I did. It's literally one thing I did, and I'll tell you what it was.
But when it happened, I was like, ugh.
Like it kind of hit rim, but he just still went back.
I don't know what generation of ball he's from.
I'll tell you what it was, bro. I'll tell you what it was. So, are you finished? Can I go?
Am I ready? Yeah, you can do your spit.
Cool. So, first off, I want to preface this all by saying this is Playground 21 basketball, okay? Granted, of course, we already been talking shit, so we're going to come with a certain level of competitiveness. There's going to be some level of competitiveness. We're not just here to just lay down and let niggas win. Of course, we want to win. So I'm not going to say that I didn't want to win or wasn't trying to win at a certain point, right?
Okay.
But I am also prefacing this by saying this is the game of 21. This is a game of basketball 21. This is not one-on-one. There's a difference, okay? Boom. There's a difference. Now, Tone, my assessment of Tone's game, because the thing about Tone that does drive me crazy is he talks as if he's the only person assessing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he talks as if I see it all from the overhead view and y'all don't see shit. And I'm like, I'm assessing your game as well. So as much as you think you're just watching me in the first game, I'm doing the same thing you're doing. And I'm noticing how to guard you, how to pay. I'm noticing that you do the spin. I know that if I get my lateral movement going with that, I can catch that. I know certain things. I'm learning as we go. By the third game, I understand how to guard him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
He just did it. He was like, nigga, third game, you had 2 games to reassess.
Right. But I mean, it's not even that. So what I'm saying is,
tell him, Justin.
Listen, I'm not finished. What I'm saying is we have to all preface this. The reason why I feel completely fine about this is because it was 21. And do you know how the game of 21 is played?
21 be some bullshit anyway.
So do you know how the game of 21 is played?
I know how the game of 21 is played.
So you know that when you're at
Break
20,
it down for the viewers.
For the viewers, when you play 21, the game of 21, you go to 21, right? and you start, it's 2s and 1s. So any shot you make on anywhere the court counts as 2 points. Then you shoot free throws, which you do from the 3-point line.
Every man for himself.
And you shoot that. We played all day, so you can shoot that all day. You know what I'm saying? Until you miss, and then the game continues, and every man for himself, right? So it's
the ultimate test of ISO ball.
Correct. It's ultimate test of ISO ball. That's all it is, right? Now it's a playground game. So here's the thing about the game where we differed, because this is the thing he was saying that was messed up, right? Me and AJ and everybody we play 21 with, we play 21 as a playground game. So when we talk about winning and we talk about playing, when I got to 20 the first time, because I was the first person to 20 points, when I got there,
that was a big caveat.
Yeah, he didn't say it. When I got there, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I said I let y'all niggas get ahead.
Okay, sure. And I got to 21st both games. Okay. Okay.
But hold on, real quick.
No. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. I spoke about that.
Go ahead.
Okay. So when I got to 20 points, what he's talking about that was dishonorable is I threw it off of the thing. Or not 20, I got to 19, my fault. I threw it off of the backboard in order to get the ball back so that I can have the ball my possession instead of shooting the shot.
You know what happens when you get to
game.
You know what happens when you get to 19.
Yes.
But you hitting the free throws and you missing on purpose, so you got to avoid the pressure of hitting the game winner.
Correct.
And this is what I was trying to say.
But wait, stop interrupting me. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. It's gonna be bad for the viewer. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I didn't interrupt you. I'm not finished. I didn't interrupt you. Cut it out. Now you're the one getting emotional. Cut it out.
Okay, but continue though. You got to 20. You got to 21. You know,
I got to 19, and I threw it off the backboard so I can get my possession back, or whatever. Right? No, listen.
It's cool.
But listen.
Cool.
I'm not finished. He said something about that, and then I was like, all right, never mind, and I didn't do that. So we stopped that, and we started to play over, and I just played forward. Okay, and then he won.
Respectable.
That's respectable.
You know.
And then he won, right? That's respectable. But I went to the honorable way for him, for his feelings. I did that. But here, I'm used to playing playground 21. It's 21. We just playing playground shit.
And
right?
Yeah.
So there's that.
That wasn't the only code that was broken.
That was the only code that I broke.
You know when somebody airballs a layup and then like the person on the basket catch it and they just put it up for easy 2 points? I don't do that shit.
I also only did that.
That's against the code.
I also only did that once. Also in the first game.
It's cheap.
He did that every opportunity.
He did it every opportunity. He smoked a cigarette before the game. He did not take his shades off.
That was AJ. Yeah.
He smoked a cigarette before. What can you say?
But look, so here's why I don't feel crazy about the game, because the way that Tone talks about it, he's gonna make himself sound like a basketball god every time, and that's the funniest part to me, because I got to the highest number. I got to 20 the second game before anybody. The only reason, of course, is 21. I missed the shot, and I went back to 15. And I still got back up to 19 before niggas won. So it's like, I scored the most points at the end of the day. I did that. And these aren't all just layups, or I'm not just getting air ball shit. I'm making shots. Now, he's correct. I'm not a three-point shooter. I said that to him beforehand.
There's a whole side of the court that you could put him on, and he's not effective anymore.
That's not true. That's now 3-point. It's tough, but that's not true.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
But he doesn't.
If I keep him on the perimeter with my length.
Okay, he can't keep him. If I
force him to shoot a 25 to 30 foot jumper, AJ's getting the rebound and he's putting it back up.
Here's the thing. And here's the thing.
Whose defense was the laziest?
Wait, here's the thing.
The nigga who smoked the cigarette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Now if I press up on Tone, I don't give him any room to get a head start. Outside of his spin, if I press upon him, don't give him room to get a head start, and I play aggressive defense, he fumbles the ball. He loses it. His handle is good, but his handle is not prepared for that kind of attack all the time. It's not.
Your shit not prepared for that kind of artillery. What can I say?
It was rusty that day. I ain't hooped in a week, but nigga.
It's not. Now at the end of the day,
you see me go to a court and old heads is calling me Allen Iverson for a reason. You've heard that.
But listen,
that's happened before.
But
it's because I can dribble the fuck out that ball.
I didn't say you can't. I never said that. Never came out of my mouth. Now here's the thing. The reason, again, I don't feel bad about this is because it's a game of 21. It's a playground thing. Also, I got to the highest score twice first,
which
and
means
was there.
And choked.
And was there, and then I ended up just missing the
his
shot,
own spit.
which is fair. I missed the shot, and he won, and he won. But throughout all
How
that,
did I win though?
he won. You came back. You won.
How?
With shooting,
I
shot.
hit the one that mattered. I hit the one that Jordan would hit. I hit the one that takes you to the next echelon. I'm like, there's 97 overall.
You did.
There's 96.
But I wouldn't have had to hit that one.
99 overall, you gotta hit the shot when it matters.
But listen to what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm saying.
Another caveat, another code that was almost broken was this nigga when you get to 20. And you shooting the last free throw for 21. He was trying to shoot it regular from the same spot.
No, I didn't.
You gotta back up.
No, I wasn't trying that. We established that from the beginning.
You didn't try, but you guys asked. But you asked, and that threw me off.
You know, we were just talking about the rules, and you said we asked everybody how you play 21, and you said at the beginning that was a whole rule, and we were like, okay, cool, we got it.
Y'all made it seem like that's not what y'all doing normally.
It's not what we do, but
that's my point.
We've never done that, but there was no. But he's talking like there was an objection, bro. Don't talk like that. There was no objection to that rule.
There was no objection
We
to
was
none
all
of the
cool
rules.
with that.
And I'm saying the rules weren't followed from the jump.
What you mean the rules weren't followed?
It just had me thinking a certain way about this.
We made the rule before we started.
I was supposed to be here. I should have came, because I would have blocked shots.
At the very least,
I would have made shots.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Here's the reason he's talking about this Kobe shot, this last shot that everybody has to make is Kobe. Here's the reason that doesn't matter to me and where I'm thinking.
Okay.
We were playing 21 where you go back and you shoot that shot, right? So for me, to say that if we were playing one-on-one and I've already gotten these points, I can get these points the way I'm used to getting these points. I don't have to go back to that position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a different kind of game. Now, granted, there's going to be more defense, more one-on-one. He's gonna get me to that spot on. He's gonna try to do that more. So we still have to assess that. But all I'm saying is through playing basketball with Tone, I know he's not that far away from me where he thinks he is. I can beat Tone.
So
I know that
overall, right? Because when we do the basketball thing,
can beat Tone.
We're gonna have to
lose maybe 3 more times.
I can
learn
beat
a
Tone.
few more of my tricks.
Okay.
And then he can beat Tone.
Okay.
And then we'll be 7-1. AJ the Menace. I just love to get your fucking what's the word I'm looking for?
Here you go, brother.
Diagnosis.
Here you go, brother. Take it all over, my guy.
Yeah, your spill. Who would you draft? GM AJ the Menace. Who are you taking with the #1 overall selection to build your franchise around, nigga?
That's a good question.
Oh, I didn't want to say. I just want to say he is correct about some of my movement being wasted, but he forgot to mention his wasted ones also. Just want to put that out there.
Just far less. Just far less.
All right, so pretty much within the first 5 points of the game, I realized I was in over my head at this point.
I was about to say, of course, that's realistic.
Yeah, I realized, this has nothing to do with me.
So was this?
I'm out here from my Apple Watch at this point.
Yeah.
So
he's getting steps in.
So it was really, you were really just it was them versus them. And then you were just having fun whenever you could get in.
Whenever I could get my chance, I was like, hey, let me see if I can put these bitches up.
And they played the least defense on you because they knew that this was really just their shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So and then even when they did play defense, I never seen Tone play. So the way Tone is good, right? And I realized quickly, this is one of the niggas that understands basketball on another level because he can exert less energy and still block my shot. So I said, all right, so this nigga takes this very seriously.
Yeah.
And then Lauren, I've always played with Lauren, and it's the same thing with Lauren too. Like Lauren knows certain defensive steps and shit where it's just like, let me not even pull this move on him because he
get outside the hip, shit like that.
He blocks it every time. I'm just gonna I'm going back to brute force and open shots. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna muscle him.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to muscle. Same with Tone. It's like I'll probably only back them down maybe 2 or 3 times. That's about it. But I still have to be careful putting the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to hit the reverse on him. I knew he couldn't block the reverse, or he could if he wanted to, but it's harder for me to make.
But who would you draft though?
I draft them both because this is the thing.
No, you got one pick.
Because you also
I'll take Tone. I'll take Tone then.
You should take Tone.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing that was impressive with Tone is that we've never played the whole on the last shot you back up. We've definitely never played that. But this nigga was so cocky and kept making it. I was like, God damn, this nigga's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was like, is this far enough for you? Excuse me. And then, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you can't beat that.
I forgot I did that.
You can't. You can't argue with that.
I can't wait to be there.
You gotta see it, bro.
Because y'all don't understand.
He gets the worst of it.
Y'all don't understand. Every time he has these Jesus-like games, I'm never there. It's
not true.
It's like I passed away.
Let's stop that though. It wasn't a Jesus-like game.
But
it wasn't no Jesus-like game.
It wasn't Jesus. I was resting.
They had highlights though.
He had highlights. He had highlights.
He was a decipher.
I had shit that was clip worthy for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like
he
clip worthy
did.
shit.
He
yeah.
did. Now he won't tell you about my clip-worthy moments, but I had no.
Nah, he had some moments.
They both did.
He had some
I
moments.
had some moments. I had some clip. I had some. He had some good moments where I actually played good defense and actually rose up in positions and had a good. I was like, I know I bothered his shot and he made it, and I was like, that was a good fucking shot. And right afterwards, I would tell him, and I hit a couple faders on him too.
What's the celebrity basketball game? What's that?
All three.
It's
Big
a couple
three.
of
The
them now.
big
You
three.
talking about on Revolt?
The big three.
It's the one that Drewski be doing.
You talking about on Revolt TV?
Yeah, you talking about the crew league?
Yeah, Crew League. Yeah.
Yeah,
We would be okay.
we'd be fine on the crew league. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
On the
yeah.
same team,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I know
Well,
exactly what to do.
A
Yeah.
lot of them.
How
lot
many
of
we
those.
got? 4? We just need a 5th.
Yeah,
Get
we
Jeff or
can
something.
we can play crew league ball.
A lot of those rappers, they get like ex NBA
that's true.
They
don't
felons.
matter. It don't
Like,
fucking
you know
matter.
what I'm saying? But I don't know,
You
man.
think I'm scared of a rapper?
His friends, his basketball friends.
Nah, I ain't scared of them niggas either.
Speaking of basketball, are you afraid of Bozo?
Let's talk about it. I noticed that you. That was a good segue, my nigga.
It was.
Niggas, summer league is not an indicator of success in the NBA.
Not at
The
all. Not at all, bro.
The last summer league MVP that became a star was who was it?
Oh, it's like Zach LaVine or something.
Bro, I forgot who it was. Who was the last MVP that became? It might have
Lonzo?
been like Donovan Mitchell or something.
You serious?
Yeah, like that was the last one. The niggas, summer league don't matter.
It
The
don't,
thing
bro.
with Victor Wembanyama is that
He had 9, 8, and 7, and I just want to be honest. I
9,
put that.
8, 7, and 5.
I put
That's
that as.
and
a
five.
triple double half.
I put that as a joke. I was just like 9, 8, 7. Fuck.
9, 8, 7, and 5. Now, put it this way: when he's playing bad, he's blocking 5 shots, getting 7 rebounds,
Correct.
and at least 9 points.
Correct.
Draymond had a fabulous point on Paul George
George's joint.
podcast. He was like, "Look, regardless of whether he scores a point, he's going to be an excellent shot blocker,
Yeah,
an
that's-
excellent paint defender," which is true.
That's NBA ready right now. You see, the thing is that the media made it seem like he was that dude right now.
Right.
He has the highest ceiling in the draft. He might not be the best player at this very moment that was in that draft.
He can get there.
But if all goes well for all of them niggas, he's the best.
Correct.
That's why you got to bank on his
And
potential.
I actually see that watching that game and watching pieces of how he played because his temperament was perfect for NBA. He didn't care about missing them shots.
He didn't care
He
that
didn't
it was
care.
a billion people in the building.
He didn't give a fuck.
Summer league games don't be that packed.
Yeah.
There was niggas falling off of the ceiling trying to watch this.
He didn't give a fuck
Trey
about
Young,
none of
it was
bro.
a bunch of stars in there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came to watch this nigga in the summer league.
It
Justin.
looked like he was literally out there just trying to learn. That's what I felt.
That's another thing.
He
is
had
that-
his statement was, "I didn't know what I was doing out there."
and the media just clipped that and made it seem like that's what the media does. He's talking specifically about the plays,
Right. Yeah.
Because he wasn't with the team for as long as the other people on the summer league roster. He's just coming off a fucking championship. Championship. He didn't win, but he was a
didn't win.
contender
He was
there,
in
yeah.
France
Yeah.
a few weeks before the draft. These niggas been chilling, working out, getting ready for this all the time.
Yeah.
He got to America like this month.
Correct.
He's in a new country, a new system, new rules, and he's expected to be the greatest of all time right now. What would you do?
I appreciate LeBron even more.
You have to.
Like
Because
LeBron
niggas- go ahead.
is the greatest.
He's the greatest of all time.
He's the greatest of all time.
Michael Jordan, what? And I used to be a nigga that was like Michael Jordan all day.
He's
I
the
would,
greatest of
You seen
all
how I play, you can understand how I like Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, LeBron. They definitely
both
1
got
and 2.
coke first.
They 1 and 2, but I don't know yet.
Bro,
still, man.
if we're being
LeBron James.
nobody like this nigga had 9, 8, and 7, and they was mentioning his name close to LeBron.
The only reason I say I don't know is because I still feel like team for team, court for court, if they played against each other in their primes, I don't know. I feel like Jordan can get that win.
LeBron watching him, dog.
I don't know
LeBron
about that,
LeBron is the
LeBron
greatest
is not
ever.
Not in his
Washington,
prime, bro.
but
Not in
he's
his prime,
he's
bro.
in a different way
LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time.
of all
Basketball player.
We
Yeah.
can put it that way.
Jordan is the greatest competitor of all time.
He is.
Which
Nigga,
is
what
gonna
about
give him an
Tiger
edge.
Woods?
Nigga, golf.
Tom Brady.
You serious?
Tom Brady.
Fuck out of here.
Come
But-
on, dog.
I think that when Jordan turns it on, nobody can do it like him.
Jordan is 6 for
And-
6 though, bro. That's
Yeah.
always the argument.
That's a pretty record,
And
but
that's
nobody
another
cares.
thing. That's another thing I wanted to say about myself in this 21 game that kind of went overlooked.
Oh, man.
Is that When I turned it on to get to the point where I wanted the game to be over, it happened.
You were never that far behind. You were behind by as much as 5 points.
But I know
when I decided that the game was over, it was
2 points
over.
and a free throw.
But when I decided the game was over, it was over, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you can't say that.
There was
I was
a
already
time when you were winning.
Yeah, but
But
bro,
And when I decided it was over, it was over.
You played sports.
bro, he can't. I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying, but it doesn't work for that scenario. I know what he's saying.
But you know what he means by you've played a sport and you was like, let me stop playing.
Yes,
when
I know what he's
turned
saying.
it on, it was on, and I won the game.
I
That's
know what he's
I'm
saying, but he's forgetting to like acknowledge any of the other caveats or variables. Like there's times where niggas
the
is
court
like,
was wet.
no, I ain't talking about that.
Double rims.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about none of that shit. His
stomach was hurting.
I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about just like niggas. It's 21, bro. Like he can say that, and then it's like we're not all exerting the same energy at all the same time.
The
You know what I'm saying? Like,
context-
That's what makes it better.
But the context is inconsequential. It doesn't matter. But there is a point to where you turn it on.
Absolutely.
And it's like
And
you're
it's
not playing.
over now.
Absolutely.
And it's over now.
Absolutely.
And that's what happened.
But I don't.
And I can say that
Okay.
because I won all three games.
Okay.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I wasn't winning
Okay,
for the
okay.
whole game.
But
each
why
time.
don't you want to be like
Okay.
LeBron?
What you mean?
Why don't you want to be passing the ball and
There's
you
nobody
know,
to pass to in 21.
But you get what I mean. Like why?
Yeah, I love playing like that. Nigga, you've seen me. Like, you've seen a lot of my games.
I've seen your game, but
you get what I'm saying? You see when I get in that mode when I'm trying to be a point guard, I'm trying to be Magic Johnson.
But you are more, Jordan in most cases.
Yeah, I'm a wing.
Which,
I'm a wing player.
in the context, that's good, but like you were talking about like college Jordan, like he didn't pass at all.
Nah, that's different. He was in the system at Chapel Hill. He
said
had
that-
tall on his heels, nigga.
Okay,
There's only so much you could do.
Yeah, okay.
But you see, when I first started playing basketball, I was short. I was a point guard. And then
Yeah.
the summer hit, and I went from point guard to power forward. And then niggas got taller. So I was still power forward, but I got faster and my handle got better, so I became a small forward.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is now. I get buckets.
Yeah.
That's what my job is. Play defense and get buckets. I can pass the ball, and I love doing that. I like having a complete game.
Yeah,
Where you doing all around, you blocking shots, you getting rebounds, you scoring, and you diamond niggas.
But are you doing that off of instinct, or are you doing that off of
It's off of
let
instinct.
me, pass the ball and let me be LeBron right now?
It's off of instinct, and a lot of it is what my team needs at the moment.
Yeah.
Because there's oftentimes I'm usually, if not the biggest tallest dude on my team, then like the second tallest nigga. So that means I have guards.
Yeah.
It all depends on how good of a guard these niggas are. Like, are they the type that's gonna come Steph Curry and try to shoot every shot? Well, then I'm
Are they
gonna
gonna look for the pass?
Then I'm gonna feel the need
Yeah.
to bring the ball up and get other niggas
Yeah,
involved.
because you need them to be able to feed you.
But
And
if
that's
he's
what it is.
playing for real and if he's playmaking, then I can really just get on the wing and just be a wing threat.
Yeah. I understand you.
Pass when necessary.
I understand you. I can see that for you.
Did any of you watch this Wemby?
I saw.
Oh, yeah, I watched the game and
Yeah.
he's not bad at all.
He's not bad at all. He's actually good.
I saw.
It's not even that. He's actually good.
He's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's nervous and your shot is not always gonna fall.
Yeah.
You see one bad game is nothing, but that's the problem with what the media did to this
Yeah.
nigga is that
Yeah.
it set him up for this to happen.
Yeah.
He was always gonna be a work in process, a working project.
The nigga 7'5", like he has to work on it.
The nigga's 7'5".
Yeah.
He can dribble the ball. He needs to tighten that up a little bit more because these NBA guards are a little bit thicker. Pause.
Yeah.
They thicker and quicker, literally.
Very.
You get what I'm saying?
Very. Yeah.
He got to tighten it up. But I think he's gonna be able to.
He's gonna be very good.
He sound like one of the niggas who's like passionate about the game too.
That's another thing. Basketball is a job for a lot of these niggas.
Yeah.
And like growing up and watching the NBA, I kind of realized that because when you first start watching, you think that these niggas just love the game as much as you do.
Yeah.
Nope. Some of these niggas just ended up being 7 foot.
Just literally, like you
And
said,
they was like
me. I'm just a nigga with a deep voice. I just started talking for a living.
Yeah.
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 I didn't choose this. It chose me.
Yeah.
I do have passion for the game though, and that's where you get a Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
A nigga with the raw talent, but he still got the passion and dedication to get better and better every day.
Exactly.
And like you can kind of tell, just like by how a nigga be talking in these interviews.
Yeah, he has like
the way he operates.
he has a bravado about him, like, you know what I mean? Like he's not afraid.
I don't want to be like anybody else.
Yeah.
I just want to be free.
He even handled that whole Britney Spears situation like a G. He was
He
like,
did.
man, I don't know. He kind of sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know what happened, but I was told white woman touched me.
White
She got
woman touched
beat.
me.
I didn't even look backwards. I just kept moving.
He don't know who that white woman is.
I heard when mouse squeal. I don't know. it's a white woman.
She's one of the biggest. She got to be one of the biggest busts in celebrity history. Then She a bigger bust than him.
She wasn't a bust though. That's the thing.
But Britney Spears was red hot. Like you would think
That's what I'm
that
saying. She
somebody
wasn't a
like
bust.
you would think that somebody like her would go out gracefully, like a Beyonce. You know how Beyonce,
Yeah.
she not red hot no more,
She just had like, it's like she had a freak accident.
but she's still royalty.
Yeah.
Britney Spears didn't get that treatment. She fell all the way off. She getting punched in the face by security.
Yeah.
She's
She went
just a
crazy,
regular
man.
white girl now.
She went crazy, man.
We could say the same about Kanye though, right?
No, Kanye, people still gonna put up with Kanye. Kanye ain't gonna get punched in the face by random security because they don't know who he is, unless he got on one of them elaborate outfits
With the masks and
with
shit.
a goblin mask.
Yeah.
You don't think Kanye
Shoulder
could get?
pads.
You don't think Kanye could get hit?
But even then, even with all his Halloween costume shit on, people still probably be like, "Yo, that's Kanye." nigga.
That's
That's
Ye.
a fact. That's
It's a
fact.
Yeezy logo on the back of that shit.
Yeah.
He Y3 right now.
It's a Yeezy barcode on that shit.
I don't know. Some niggas get more grace. But yeah,
How
nah,
long
that
you
is-
think it'll take Wemby though before he ends up getting like where he needs to get? You think
It's
Summer
gonna-
League is gonna be all it is? You think
Nah.
he gonna be good at
Hell
the
no.
start of the season?
it's gonna be worse than the NBA?
Because he doesn't know. He hasn't played with the team, correct?
He hasn't played with the team. He's not in
Enough.
rhythm with the plays and all that.
You
And
think he should go to the G League?
Again, no, hell no. He's too good to go to the G League.
Okay.
But again, this nigga's a work in progress. Like, he has to get comfortable in the league. He has to get to the point where he knows what his game is. Because college, Amon Shumpert was talking about this shit, and it was like a beautiful analysis.
Yeah.
College doesn't translate to the NBA as well as high school does because of the style of play. It's more orchestrated. It's like it's literally an opera. That's why you can have legendary coaches like Coach K and
Coach
shit
K,
like that
yeah.
because they really running the goddamn show. In the NBA, there's good coaches, but they ain't doing shit with niggas who ain't shit.
Yeah.
Greg Popovich is still in San Antonio.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He hasn't cracked a fucking smile since they drafted this nigga.
Yeah.
Since before they drafted him.
Yeah,
Since
he's,
after that. You know what I'm trying
and
to say.
he just signed a 5-year deal, so he's trying to stick around for Victor. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Greg,
He re-signed
Greg,
his deal.
He
Yeah.
has a generational prospect. He's just not ready. The nigga got an easy bacon at the oven first.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan was pretty phenomenal.
Yes.
Tim Duncan was one of them niggas where you take him out the package and he's ready to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he
Magic
was
Johnson
also-
was like
yeah.
that, but he also had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So it's LeBron James was also ready out the fucking package.
But he also didn't have a great summer league game. His first summer league game.
Who, LeBron?
LeBron. Yeah.
Nah, but when he got to the NBA,
He was good to go.
Done for.
It was
He was
But
as good as
I actually have a
3 year
feeling
veterans.
that the summer league will gear him up enough to be good. I think he can. I think he'll start off the NBA averaging like in the first few games. I think he'll average like 18 points,
Nah, son.
I think what'll happen
like 15
is
to 18. I think he'll average 15 to 18.
maybe like 11. It
11?
just
Yeah.
depends on what happens because
He could.
we
I say that
have
because
to
of how serious it seems he's taking summer league.
But
It
we
seem
don't.
like, you know what I'm saying?
We
Can we
don't know
pull
him.
up some highlights from him?
It sounds like he's taking that shit. It seemed like he's taking it
I
serious.
want
as fuck.
to see his face when something bad happens. Like I want to
He
see.
don't give a
No,
fuck,
he's
bro.
good.
He's
He's good.
good, bro. He's good.
He's good.
He
The
don't give
thing
a
about
fuck.
this nigga is that if he's not scoring the ball, he's still productive.
He's
still
He can
productive as
rebound,
shit,
block
yeah.
shots. And something that a lot of niggas just kind of glimpsed over when they was talking about what he can do on the court is his natural passing ability. The
Facts.
nigga's
I saw that.
7'5". There's not many passes that he can't see.
Yeah.
As the point guard, you probably about 6'3" on average.
Yeah.
And you supposed to be the nigga to see everything. He sees a foot above you.
Yeah.
That's why Magic Johnson was sensational.
Yeah.
Because he had the guard-like agility with the fucking vision at that height.
The eyesight. Yeah.
These are just from the game, right?
Yeah.
See, he's got a.
Okay.
He
you
missed
know.
that, though.
See, that's just nerves right there.
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
nothing.
nerves because he's 7'5". There's no way he shouldn't be making that. But he comfortable taking the ball up the court.
It's all about being aggressive and
Look at how he looks on the court, bro. He's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
That shit looks incredible. You've never seen nothing like this, and he's not even playing great.
Even the close up of him, like the distance between him and the court is just like.
Smacking that. He has an 8-foot wingspan.
5 blocks, bro. That's
5
amazing.
blocks just off of nothing. His timing and reaction. And
Yeah,
length.
this is a great one right here too.
He's blocking niggas 3 pointers.
Oh, wait, that's not it. That's
yeah,
not it.
nah.
So what this was. This was your first moments of that 21 game. You're just kind of seeing
He got ripped
what it is.
Nah, I wasn't playing bad like that.
But
I was just letting them get to their pots.
but I don't think
I wasn't just like fucking up.
But I also think he was just kind of playing like, all right, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna still play, but
He's getting his rhythm.
yeah.
He got to get in his rhythm. We got to see what his game is really going to be. See?
Good block right there.
Block
yeah.
that
Now
shit.
pause. Like a play right there.
Yeah, my fault.
He should have got the ball back, and that's a fast break dunk.
Yeah.
But like you in the summer league, you're not with veteran point guards.
Yeah,
you
the dude should have.
he should have dished that shit to him and
That
it's
should have been
gone.
an outlet.
See, so a lot like and
That's
he's
why he ran forward like that.
And another thing about being a big man is that you can't just come out the gates and just show your game. You kind of got to rely on niggas getting you the ball.
Yeah.
That's a fast break point right there. He's too fast and too long. See, he already passed him. That's a dunk.
He could have passed it in there. Yeah.
But he's also trying to prove his worth and make his roster low.
That's the thing about summer league. All these people are trying to prove themselves,
Yeah.
so you don't even get like that chance really.
Coming up the court.
Coming up, he looks freakish, nigga.
Oh, he got the shooter on him.
That's
though.
bad decision making
That's
right there.
bad, yeah.
That's bad decision making. But you see where he got to playing bad.
Hey,
He
nigga.
got right to the basket. So imagine if that was a calculated maneuver.
I think they showing both niggas
Yeah,
highlights.
they're showing
right now.
everybody.
they showing everybody
But
highlights.
they
Fuck
showing
yeah.
Brandon Miller in his.
See, now this right here, pause. He could be a generational defensive player, but he can't leave his feet.
He can't.
Because he's too tall, he can't recover quick
He's not gonna
enough.
be able to recover at all.
You got to rely on your link. Is he gonna play it again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back here.
All right, explain this.
All right, so Brandon Miller is about 6'9" and shifty like Paul George. See, he got him and he got him
Yeah.
twice. He went for the shot fake right there. But you tall enough to just try to contest it without moving.
Oh,
You
okay.
got to stand still.
Okay.
If he learns how to stay on his feet all the time, it's gonna be over.
Okay.
He's gonna be able to guard bigs and guards because he had him. He also just got fouled right there. The nigga
did.
gave him a laceration. And you know you saw that little fucking that thumbnail when he was choking. That shit was everywhere.
Yeah.
Because the nigga played bad, so they trying to
They
you
trying to
a
make it seem
bust,
like he was-
nigga.
yeah.
You swallowed.
But he hit a nice 3-point shot, but his shit was bad though. He was like
Bro,
2
Killed
of
4-point
13.
play.
You gotta
now
understand, like-
play the highlights from when he played Scoot Henderson. You know that game?
Yeah, that
Against
game was crazy. They
Ignite?
played that in LA.
Yeah, that was in Vegas.
Yeah.
This
Or
is
Vegas,
what
my
people
fault.
wanted to see. This is what people wanted to see because this was a statement game for this nigga. This is his first time playing on American soil.
I think they both had like 26. Yeah.
Well, he had 37.
He had
Scoot had
37.
29, 28.
Look at the way. Look at this nigga. Scoot Henderson is disgusting too, and
Yeah.
this
Yeah, he
nigga's such a
nasty.
generational prospect that a nigga like him is going unnoticed. But he's disgusting.
Yeah. He's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bow.
Boom. Block that shit.
And that was nothing. He barely left
So
his feet.
what? Okay.
They can see this, right?
So
Yeah, they can
wait.
see this.
What happened?
It's a. There was a lot less pressure in this game. Look, dribble, foul, bump. He's already under the basket. He
So it's-
went from the free throw line and
Yes.
spun under the paint.
Within like one extra step.
So he has to get comfortable.
He just got to get comfortable.
He
He
has to
also
get
got to
comfortable.
understand. He also got to
Blocking
understand
shots.
their sets and everything too.
Yeah.
Because they don't. This is a brand new team. Like you know what I'm saying.
This is what he could be. Lob threat, because nobody's going to be able to contest that with him.
Because he definitely understands his length. You know what I mean? Like he's not oblivious to the fact that he's tall as shit.
It seems like he's got complete dexterity, nigga.
He knows what he's doing, bro.
And I saw this during the summer league game. Even his teammates was playing like, "Yo, you are a dog." Like, "Yo, like just go crazy on these niggas." Like his team.
Nobody
was,
can fucking stop you for real. Look at this shit.
yeah. Oh my god.
Did you see where his follow through was? It looked like it was at the top of the backboard, nigga.
Shit was almost off the screen, nigga.
I mean, this is Wembanyama, but nigga, what we saw was Wembozo.
Everybody's going to have a bad game, nigga. That happens.
That is true, but goddamn, first game.
That's a
summer
great
league?
shot right there.
Great shot.
On a 7-5, nigga.
Great shot.
Moore might have hit one of those, and that's probably exactly what it looked like.
I had 2 of those. I remember them.
Just slender man on him. Explosive. Yeah, nah.
He's
Scoot is nasty.
he's
and
at
he's
the
got
Blazers?
an athlete's name. Yeah, he's in Portland now. And now he got the keys to the kingdom because Dame trying to get the fuck
Dame
up
trying
out
to
of
get
there.
about
which is honestly, I mean,
the damn time, nigga.
it's probably good for everybody. Like Dame, the team, the GM.
But yeah, that's enough of this. We know he's good. I don't know how much they care about this basketball talk. He's good enough to not get touched on the shoulder by poor white women.
He's I hope he does great.
Sorry, schizophrenic white women. Excuse me.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Allegedly.
I hope he does great. I mean,
He gonna be good. If you a real basketball fan, you banging
You
on him. Like
see
you
it,
can't
yeah,
hate
he-
on this
yeah,
nigga.
he gonna be good.
You can't even hate on him because he's the future. He's what shit could be.
he has to be good.
Niggas supernatural. And speaking of supernatural niggas, did you see that story of the dude, the black dude, Miles Morales? The building was on fire and his 65-year-old bedridden mother was up there and he scaled the building.
He scaled the building.
Matter of fact, let me send this in the group chat because I think there's a video of him climbing.
He scaled the building to
The
save a
nigga was
grandmother.
Peter Parker, his mother.
Oh, that's moms. You doing whatever for moms.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Burning building, 15 stories up. Are you going Tom Cruise for your mom?
Hell yeah.
What is the way
On fire.
But what?
Yes.
What is
No scuba gear.
Wait.
Yes.
What is the way up? Like, of course you can't
You gonna
use the
find it.
stairs.
I'm gonna show you.
You're gonna find the way up. That's one of the things that you start going and you figure it out as you go. You know what I'm saying?
Because you've seen like some balconies to where like, oh, I could climb all the way up.
Nope.
But it's
Look
one
at
of those
this.
things you just have to figure out as you go. Like you don't even know.
Grab a window seal.
It was obviously doable because he did it. But I sent it in the group chat. And
Okay, bet.
there's a punchline of this because this shit just gets funny as fuck.
I'm just waiting for it to come in.
Yeah. But you gonna climb the burning building saying your mom, right?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to. If there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have to like. I would, and it depends. Like, what's the situation? Like, I want to see.
Does it depend how old she is?
That's what I'm saying, dog. Because it's like my mom.
That's
my
crazy.
mom now.
Is she sick? Your
My
mom,
mom now, she should be able to save. Like, she should be able to. We should be able to help each other, save each other.
Yeah, like help me help you, right?
But
69 or 65, however old she was, bedridden. I think she was immobile.
That's not bedridden. Well, she might
No,
have been, but I'm
she's
just saying
immobile, yeah.
that
Yeah.
age ain't bedridden typically. But yeah,
She's officially parked, and there's nothing that she can do to get out of
Man,
neutral.
this shit ain't come in yet. Hold
Well,
on.
I don't know what this is.
You sent it already?
Yeah, it's it.
yeah, you know, that's what be happening with me and my nose. Ain't no connection in this barn. But
It might be faster to Google it.
I would save. I'm sorry. Yeah, but
Google man speaks out after climbing 19-story building during fire looking for his mother.
19 stories.
Oh, it came in? Yeah. That's 19 stories. Fire. What would you even wear for that?
Whatever the nigga had on. It's clearly a spur of the moment.
All I need to see is the distance between the two balconies, and I'll be able to give you a fair answer.
Good gauge.
You know what I mean?
Gotta wait for
Niggas
his
also
ad.
got to bank. We got to realize how tall we are. I don't know how tall this individual is, but he didn't look miraculously like he didn't look like he was D1 bound.
And you know, it's like niggas pretty strong. Like I got strong grip, strong forearms.
Pull up strength is right.
Pull up strength is phenomenal.
Yeah, we lift couches for a living.
Yeah.
Oh, you started?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
This first day.
Yeah, man. You know
Busted
what I mean?
his cherry.
Yeah. Feel strong as shit. How long is this at?
It's done now. It was 30 minutes. It was 30
What
seconds.
Was
they
that Lion
selling?
King?
What was they selling?
Nigga, our time.
All right, dangerous climb. We got to call this segment 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑.
Wait.
The man apparently thought this was the only way to help save his mother, who was inside. He said climbing the only way he could get to her. Action News reporter Maggie Kent spoke exclusively to that man. She's live outside the apartment building with details of what was a dangerous decision, Maggie.
Hello, white woman.
Yeah, but
Only part the news caught was me coming down.
She looks
I
nice.
actually
Yeah,
climbed
pause.
up.
The
'cause they
news only
saying she
caught
was
him climbing
trapped.
down, but he
Okay.
went up.
So can you like just go? Wait, yeah.
So just
Right here?
To the picture. It showed a picture of the building. Yeah.
It showed a video of him doing that shit. This is in West Philadelphia. He
Born and raised.
Okay. And they can see
balconies
this, right?
where he spent most of his days.
Yeah, they can see this. On the balconies.
One. Okay. Wait.
Are you
It
counting the story?
It showed him climbing down?
Yeah, it showed him climbing down because
Yeah.
they didn't get there in time. He was already on his way up.
Wait. So where was the mother at?
Inside. Play this shit because
Okay.
it
I'm
gets
sorry.
hilarious.
time, and that's what he was going to do if it meant reaching his mom.
The only part the news caught was me coming down. I actually climbed up because they saying she was trapped.
Last night, smoke filled the 19-story high-rise at 4445 Holden Street as people rushed out of the building. Jermaine got a call from his sister. Their mom, who is immobile, couldn't make it out of her apartment on the 15th floor. Jermaine rushed over and first attempted the front door, blocked by police.
They said they was like, the elevator's not working. I'm like, no problem, I take the steps. I just want to go make sure my mother is sick. She bedridden. So I need to get up there.
Earlier that day, the 35-year-old fell and cracked his hip on a set of stairs.
What?
When he saw that his mom was in need, adrenaline took over. He resorted to climbing the fenced-in balconies with wire cutters in hand.
Every ledge, it was like, but when I grabbed the gate, at the top of the gate, it was a ledge. And then it was, I can step on the ledge and then reach up to the other gate and then keep climbing my way up.
Finally, Jermaine reached his mom on the 15th floor balcony, who assured him the fire was contained and she was okay. Was she yelling at you because you climbed outside?
She was more shocked.
Pause the video. This nigga climbed 19 stories to save his mother, who was perfectly fine.
And she was like, I'm good, huh? I'm good, honey.
I didn't want to spoil it, but I wanted you niggas to notice that he was climbing down with nobody.
Yeah.
He didn't save shit.
Yeah.
He came down by himself. What does that tell you?
I don't know why. I would have used the wire cutters and just go in there with her. So
I would have
know.
went in my home.
Yeah.
But the police said he couldn't get in there. So the police said you can't enter the building. You have a crack tip from early in the day. What do you think his favorite drug is?
No, I'm saying when he got all the way to the top, he had the wire cutters to cut through the fence, didn't he?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you just cut through the fence and get up in there anyway? If everything is contained and he good?
That's what I was thinking. But to answer your question, if a man with a broken hip could do this, I'm definitely trying to say. Yeah.
No, we don't know what his favorite drug is. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Adrenaline is a drug.
Adrenaline took over.
Yes, nigga.
That sounds like the fucking answer you get CBS.
Have you ever actually had to run when you're on adrenaline?
No, I believe it. Because, you know, there's always stories of like a pregnant mother, like her baby was under the car, so she gets the Incredible Hulk strength just in the moment to flip that bitch up.
But I can't even think of
that happens.
But I
think he smokes. Look at his lips; they black as shit. He's either smoking Black and Milds or crack cocaine.
Come on, man. Like, look, I'm not gonna say about. He's a fucking superhero.
He ain't saved nobody. He ain't super nothing.
He found out. He did. He found out for sure to make sure everything was solid.
Yeah, but it sounds like he was a phone call away.
He probably gave her more life.
Imagine you climbed the building to do what you could have did in a phone call. How would you feel?
I would feel better knowing that she was safe.
Would you have still?
That's 100. Nigga, don't look at me like that.
Would you be angry?
Angry at who? My mother?
Just like
I'd be angry at myself for being so spontaneous.
19. First of all,
that's a lot of stories.
19 stories. I've rock climbed before.
Like
one time, like with a wire, nigga.
Real rocks or in the gym?
In the gym.
It's a lot.
Oh, so yeah, you wall climb.
It's serious.
Yeah, it was like wall climbing.
It's serious.
It's nigga.
It's serious.
Once you're up past the point to where you think you could hurt yourself if you jump down, it's too high.
It's too high. But what I will say about him that was good for him is that the setup of that building was definitely easier climb.
Yeah,
it was easier to climb.
And he said he had those ledges where he could like rest his feet. So that's one of them things where you could sit down, you could stand there, and you can kind of get your breath.
The nigga's a criminal. How do you just have wire cutters in your fucking pants?
He went and got him. Well, yeah, it's true.
Where did he win and got him from? He can't even win and got his mother's.
That's facts.
The building on fire.
Wire cutters, the building's on fire. His first thought, climb the building. He didn't call his mom. That's what a citizen would think. He climbed the fucking building.
Look at wire cutter and crack pipe. Let's see if those two connect.
Hey, look up his ex-girlfriend, because she might have some stories.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, shit. That's
wire cutter and crack pipe. Let's see if those
He seemed like the type you break up with him, he going to be on your window ledge later that evening.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I can't.
Wait, did you really just Google wire cutters?
I did.
I was kind of being sarcastic, but
no. I was doing it anyway.
I kind of wanted to see.
I wanted to see for sure.
Can you cut crack rocks with wire cutters?
Nah.
Is that possible?
Is a wire cutter more like, would you rather have a screwdriver or a wire cutter on you?
Depends on what I got to do.
Yeah, for sure.
What am I doing? Am I stabbing? Am I slicing?
But a wire cutter in general is more useful.
It depends on the scenario. It's not more useful.
It's been a lot of times where, I saw a bike on a chain.
Yeah.
And one of those plastic chains, I was like, damn, if I had this one tool, nigga.
And a wire cutter would have came in handy.
I would be on Falls News Trail with a bike.
Yeah.
And damn, I wonder what type of wire cutter he had. Like,
wasn't nothing big. It wasn't like no hedge clippers. He just had something in his pocket like this.
It wasn't a gardening tool.
Yeah, it was something simple.
He's either an electrician or a convict, but we'll never know.
I'm glad West Philly is picking up these good stories like this. Not a lot of good things don't happen in Philly, nigga.
There's not a lot of superheroes, and there's not a lot of black ones. There's not a lot of them in the West Philly.
Nigga, there's no superheroes in Philly.
Hey, did you notice? Like, have you noticed that a lot of black superheroes have electric powers?
Yep.
What you think that is?
Static shock.
Static. Anybody from DC, if you black, you pretty much got electric powers. Unless
Fucking
you're the
Black
Green Lantern.
Lightning.
Can we look this up? Can we get a Google?
It's crazy.
I don't think Black Lightning.
Matter of fact,
worth showing his history, by the way.
But they also come with super strength.
I'm gonna send you a video. We might be able to watch this shit real quick.
All right.
I don't know how long it is.
I mean, what's wrong with electricity, my nigga?
I don't know but when it happens very often, when it becomes a trope, there's a reason for that.
But
I'm not getting.
It's not a coincidence.
You think it's an inside joke because black people didn't have electricity or
I think
something?
that,
Chill out.
Like it's an inside joke or something?
or it's like how many black people does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Yeah.
And it's really just one because they got electric powers.
He's a super nigga.
I'm gonna send this video because I think this nigga has a reason for this.
What if they're disrespecting us because that's the most childish superpower? You get what I mean?
Electricity, I don't think that's that bad.
It's pretty childish.
You didn't want to be Static Shock growing up? Not even a little bit?
For sure.
Nigga, growing up, but then you grow up and you're like, nigga, that's a childish ass superpower.
It depends on what you want to use them for. Like, if you want to save your mom, that could come in handy.
I mean, if I want to, yeah, mom, you don't have to pay for electricity no more, but what about it, nigga?
You know how big of a bill electricity is, nigga?
You're doing people a service, but nigga, don't act like electricity is like some superpower. Like,
It is, bro. Look at all the things Static did with it. You could fly and all that shit.
Bro, you can get on a garbage can.
Yeah,
he could fly, but he was no Silver Surfer, if we're being honest.
I mean, he was the next best thing. He was a poor man's.
There's the video right here.
Yeah.
All right, running from the top.
Yeah, we're going to see how much of this we can bet.
All right.
Characters, they all have something pretty obvious in common, but I want you to just take a
Pause
second
it, please,
and think about what
real
that
quick.
might be.
First of all, the nigga in the top right corner is Aquaman's like cousin. He doesn't even have.
That's electricity, though.
Nah, that's electricity right here.
And
yeah.
see, you're proving this point even more. Because this nigga should be a mermaid. Why does he have Static Shock abilities?
All right, continue the video.
Niggas can't even get wet without being electric, nigga.
Beast Boy.
Storm
Okay, now
can control
obviously
the
they
weather.
all have
And
the
she
power to
always
control
uses
electricity.
thunder.
But if you said black, you weren't wrong either. That's actually why we're here. Have you ever noticed that there are a lot of black superheroes that have this power? If not, I mean, good for you, but I'm sorry I'm about to ruin that. Now, before anyone even gets the chance to go, oh, well, I actually have a list of black characters whose powers aren't electricity, I want to make it clear that I don't mean all. I don't even mean most, but there's enough that there's a pattern, and that's just kind of weird. Let's just call this trope Black Lightning, because it sounds tight, and it's also the name of the character that started it all. Even though Storm debuted 2 years before him, it's a little obvious that Black Lightning is the godfather of the electric black superhero.
Pause.
The story behind this is kind of...
That I didn't even know.
Pause. See, I feel like that's the era of superhero I'll be. Chest out like Black Dynamite.
I was
Throwed up.
like black exploitation, like
What style of fucking what do you even call that material? You know what I'm talking about?
what character?
The suit. It's not a latex.
I'm not doing no spandex.
Spandex. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm
Yeah,
not doing no
spandex.
spandex
You
for
don't do
sure.
spandex?
Nah, I could do a gambit, like a nice, cool
Yes,
little
sir.
trench coat.
You look stupid as fuck.
A trench coat.
He's
Trench
the,
coat?
he's the
I've
best
seen you
X-Men,
with
by the
a
way.
trench
Go
coat
ahead.
on, nigga.
That's like crazy. He said he's the best X-Man, nigga.
Yeah, Gambit. Yeah.
You probably shuffle the fuck out of that, can't you?
Yeah. I'm kind of nice with it. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Thinking
yeah.
about it now.
There's
Yeah.
always a coincidence.
Gambit.
Niggas that like Gambit can shuffle.
Yeah. Coincidences are everywhere.
This nigga took Gambit over Wolverine.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I did.
But this dude, though, like, I'm ready to see how he makes his racist. Let's continue.
Interesting too, so let's just get into it. First, let's travel back to the 70s. The main things that come to mind for me when I think about this decade are disco music and blaxploitation movies.
That's very electric.
Films
right
of
there.
this genre were some of the earliest ones that portrayed black people as the hero, and not just sidekicks, villains, and victims. While originally targeted towards urban African Americans, it wasn't long before these movies blew up and became popular
𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃.
among everyone. This is the reason
That
why
was
so many
phenomenal.
black comic book superheroes were inspired by the protagonists of those films. Marvel had characters like Black Goliath, Misty Knight, and Luke Cage, while DC was lagging behind in terms of representation.
Niggas was
After
Snow
seeing the
White.
success Marvel was having with Luke Cage, DC decided that they need a black protagonist of their own. A character that could act as a beacon of hope for their community. A role model for young kids everywhere.
Pause.
And most importantly, someone...
So basically,
Why can't black men just have superpowers? Why do we gotta be the moral exemplar for the fucking community every time? You see the type of fucking righteousness he had to put on this nigga? He can't just save people.
but this is
Hancock.
what. This is all superheroes, though.
Even Hancock has the average hood nigga's art
Yeah,
That's true.
when you think
That's
about
true.
Yeah,
it. He just had powers. He was just
Yeah.
alcoholic. He was literally
That's
alcoholic.
a
Duck through it
fact.
all,
That's a
nigga.
fact. That's a fact. It
I
wasn't a
hate
good
that
example.
movie.
It was a terrible example.
he was
Yeah.
what?
Alcoholic Superman.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, alcoholic Superman.
Yeah.
Nigga was an alien and he loved white women just like Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you skip a little bit?
Yeah, his voice is a little.
Yeah, I hate. First of all, before we play, I hate this monotone voice that a lot of people use when they're making a video like this. Like, nigga, what's up with
and
that?
He's got to be doing it on purpose. You think?
You know what I mean? But I'm ready to see how he makes
People
this
think we're doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, I might just play from here. It looks like they're about to say something about your guy right here.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
About who? Who's guy?
Your guy.
This is a good anime too.
Possible idea. It eventually ended up working, and they decided to give him a few weeks to develop a replacement hero. So he came up with Black Lightning. Black Lightning was actually a bit of a passion project for Isabella. He grew up in a segregated area, and the first black friends he had were comic fans he met in a comic book reading club that he started when he was 17. In an interview...
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
But it struck me as fundamentally unfair. So he was helping the black people, but how the fuck electricity and black people? We got to keep reading.
Still got to figure out how.
There's
that
probably a
even
part
gets
of our history that's missing.
It's actually a good video. I'm kind of interested.
He did just that. He mainly wanted to create a really positive character, so he spent most of his creative process working on Jefferson Pierce, the Olympic athlete turned inner city school teacher, as opposed to his alter ego Black Lightning, the vigilante. Apparently he only...
Wait, so Black Lightning...
He couldn't be a superhero without playing basketball either, nigga.
Yeah.
A segregated white man created Black Lightning.
Now, how much of that can we be angry at? Or can we say that there's truth and validity to that being part of our culture, playing basketball?
It's personal preference on what you get pissed off of, but
it's not about it not being true. It's about who's writing the truth. Like, we don't create that I know of. Like, no, black people aren't just making white characters.
It's not necessary.
No,
There's a
it's
lot
true.
of them.
It's not
already.
necessary.
That's a fact.
It's not I don't know. I'm probably being a little pussy because it's like it's just basketball, but it's still a little weird though.
It is a little weird.
It's a little weird.
Ain't no question behind it.
But I'm trying to.
But
where does
gotta
this
think-
But like you
come
said, it's
from?
because of who is writing it, right?
And what
Yeah.
are the attributes of being a super nigga? You got to be able to play ball, rap,
Yep.
dance,
Yep.
talk cool,
Wait,
Yup.
wait! Don't do that.
What?
A pillar of the community.
righteous.
Yeah.
You got to be
Yeah.
Malcolm X and Malcolm Little in one.
Yeah. Well, you saying it's too much for a PM? You saying it's too much for the black man?
I was saying it takes a super Negro to be able to exceed these expectations.
Yeah.
You play this shit. And you got to have static abilities.
came up with the idea for Black Lightning a few hours before the pitch meeting. As Jefferson Pierce, the character was a mild-mannered, positive role model for his community. As Black Lightning, he was much cooler and came with a sick costume with a fake afro and a mask. Also, the reason why we're all...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
pause
Wait
this
a minute.
shit
Wait a minute.
Now, the afro was a part of his mask, Justin.
It was a two-piece.
You see him put that shit on, nigga?
Why?
This
That's a
nigga
hell of a
gets
costume.
Groovy. He gets groovy to go out. He could easily go to a disco ball with that shirt and
Yeah.
that fucking head.
Yeah. That's Soul Train shit.
Literally, he look like Don Cornelius.
Yeah.
Maybe clothes do make the man, old friend. That's what it says.
He definitely don't speak like a jive turkey.
I was about to say, definitely not.
That's amazing.
Let's see.
This just gets better.
So he was supposed to be the character who was like righteous but has street etiquette, because it says here, the other thing says nobody's gonna guess that the streetwise Black Lightning is really the Jefferson Pierce, the Olympic decathlon star, the high school teacher, and the kid killer.
Whoa, he's the kid killer.
Well, that's what it says. I don't know what that means. Though.
Is he talking about himself?
I'm assuming.
And does he have a perm?
You want to know? I wasn't gonna speak on that because it's like it's kind of semantics and it's an old drawing, but it does look like he has a mullet in
It
the
looks
third
like he
picture.
got that Billy D.
In that third
that's
picture, right?
Sammy. What was Sammy Davis Jr. Right?
Miley Cyrus' father, nigga.
No, Billy Ray. No, Sammy Davis Jr. You remember back in the day when
I know
black
what
dudes
you
used to
did.
slick it back? Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So daytime he had the Sammy Davis.
This nigga
Nighttime,
goes from
he had the
Dominican
fro.
to Afro Latin.
Yep.
Yeah, nah.
Yep.
Okay.
So was he trying to paint a picture to say that black people aren't a monolith?
Or black people only come out at night. Because when he's his black is when the moon is full.
I guess he was like Batman,
It's his cow.
a different person in the daytime.
I wonder if he has to pick it.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, he was given the power to emit and absorb electricity. In September of 1973, Hanna-Barbera Productions, responsible for the making of most of your parents' favorite childhood cartoons, created a show called Super Friends. This was an action-adventure Saturday morning cartoon that was based on the Justice League and other associated DC comics. It got canceled after just 16 episodes, but it was rebooted in 1977 as the all-new Super Friends Hour. Around this time, diversity was becoming more popular in cartoons, so Hanna-Barbera was in the market for a black superhero. Unfortunately, DC had Black Lightning, right? Well, based on the deal that DC made with Tony Isabella, DC would have to pay royalties to him for whatever Black Lightning appeared in. Ultimately, Hanna-Barbera was cheap, and they decided not to use him. There were only a couple more options, but they really liked Black Lightning. So instead of taking the L, they just made their own original character. Everyone, this is Black Vulcan, another electric black superhero. It's obvious that he was meant to be Black Lightning, and he basically was in every way except name. And pants. Tony Isabella actually believed that Black Lightning was the appearance.
Shit.
Not only
is this nigga wearing a leotard,
but they're saying we're expendable. Is that the word?
No. They do this all the time with superheroes. This happens all the time.
Different, like Flash and Quicksilver.
Yeah, that happens on Spider-Man and Blue Beetle.
Okay, so I'm not going to say it's racist, but it is lazy.
And it is demasculating. Where's this nigga slacks?
Facts.
And why does he have calf boots?
And why is there no tights underneath? Like, usually it's tights underneath that, right?
I've never seen a man superhero with that uniform.
Kinda, yeah,
he looks like a bumblebee. He don't even look like he have electric powers.
There's a reason he's not popular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His fashion isn't up
He's
there.
too explicit for children. This nigga looks like a gigolo.
It just wasn't relatable.
Hey, yeah, most black men wear pants.
Yeah, wasn't relatable.
Especially in the 70s. Most black men were wearing pants that was connected to their shirt, nigga.
And their shoes.
In the show, right up until the first episode aired. Angry at DC's decision to allow Hanna-Barbera to rip off his character, he left, further straining their relationship. At this point in time, there were only a handful of popular black superheroes. Two of them were basically copy and paste, and we can't forget to re-mention Storm at this point. Still too early to ask why so many black heroes use electricity, but it's a hell of a start, honestly.
Overwatch.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Because he hasn't... We're talking about it, and he's going through it. He's not doing a bad job, but he hasn't like said why he thinks this is.
Yeah,
there's like he's really building all the way up to this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if he even has a reason. This might just be a whole like bait and switch.
Yeah, it might be that. Okay.
If he
a
baits
group
and
of black
switches on
comic book
switches,
artists and writers felt like there
This
was
is
still a
1990s,
lack of
by the way.
representation of black people in comic books. To correct that, they created Milestone Media and launched 5 different comic book series, including Static. Or as people between 25 and 35 know him, Static Shock. Static was supposed to be a more modern take on Spider-Man, but because of his abilities, some pretty obvious comparisons got made between him and Black Lightning. If you're curious, there are a number of reasons why DC didn't sue Milestone for this. DC actually published Milestone comics, so in a roundabout way, they would kind of be suing themselves. There's actually a law that says you can't copyright general superpowers, and electricity is just as general as fire and ice. The similarities between the two characters really stopped at their skin color and abilities. There are plenty of other hero ripoffs that actually warranted lawsuits if they were worth it. DC and Marvel were famous for being petty and...
Bruh, you remember when I was in Durham and I took a picture of that kid's superhero book?
Yeah.
His name was Black Thunder.
And his powers were electric, right?
Yeah. Hold up. I'm going to send this hold up.
So they can see this.
Hold up.
Yo.
This is real life.
That's actually happened.
This actually happened. It's right here. I'm sending it now.
Now, do you think we're conditioned to believe that that's a superpower we should have now?
Or do you think that they're really subliminally telling us about our past history?
In what way?
That we built the pyramids with static shock abilities.
Okay.
I just sent it through IG. But yeah, just so we can look at it.
Yo, think about it. Black people, our hair grows up. What happens to white people when they get electrocuted?
It get nappy all of a sudden.
It gets stiff. It shoots up into the air.
All of a sudden they naps.
There's something to this.
Might be.
All of a sudden it naps, right?
Yeah, all of a sudden you got naps.
What if melanin makes us electrical conduits? Is that the right word?
Something
Conductors,
like
conduits,
Yeah.
conductors. One of those two.
that. Conduits.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Is the sun electric? It's electricity in the sun, right?
I
Fuck it,
don't
yeah.
have the answer to
Why
that.
not?
You might be on to something. We might need to call Bill Nye or Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Nah, Neil deGrasse Tyson is gonna coon his way out of answering that correctly. I fuck with Bill Nye.
Oh, you fuck with Bill Nye?
Yeah, because he's not as smart, but he's a lot nicer.
Say he's a lot nicer.
You want to play this? You want to finish this?
Nah.
Yeah, nah.
For some reason, my fucking stomach's starting to hurt. It.
Oh,
Fucking
your tummy?
mimosa.
Yeah. Ugh.
God damn.
Yeah, I can't find that joint you sent, by the way.
The Menace material.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, send it to me. I mean, am I still logged into that? I gotta check.
I don't know why I didn't just send it through here.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to the messages now. But this kid's yeah, and I do want to show this.
Yeah, showcase a young author.
But yeah, I'm about
some
to say
young talent.
before anything. This kid's name is he has like a real like
He's got one of them names, and they various.
like nigga George Foreman. This nigga name is James Folk the Sixth
How
or
old
the
is he?
Fourth.
James Folk the Sixth.
The Fourth. The I and the V. That's
How old is he?
nigga look about 13.
And there's 4 of them. That's immaculate. I wonder if his father and his grandfather have electric abilities.
His father was there, so he definitely helped him write the book. He probably gave him the idea. But nah,
You want to talk about Keke Palmer?
we can. In all seriousness, my stomach is starting to hurt.
You good?
I don't know.
That champagne did something to you?
I don't know. Something happened.
Hey,
I might go use the bathroom real quick. You mind, nigga?
nah, you good, nigga.
I gotta go use the bathroom real
Do
quick.
what you got to do.
Well, yeah, we'll bring it back up.
This nigga about his shit.
Yeah. We'll wait till he come back because I gotta take a leak.
Oh, you pausing it?
I gotta take a leak. I'm gonna keep it running. We'll insert.
Nah, I bet. Some of them snacks over there open? Y'all trying them shits in?
Holy shit. Oh, they're not open now. This thing is just fucked up.
Yeah.
This thing fucked up.
God damn.
This thing is fucking up sometimes.
Oh, that's just still rolling up.
Yeah, everything's going, but it like lately it's been doing this thing where I have to take note of it when it happens. But for the past 15 minutes, the time on this has been stuck at 131.
But it's been moving. This is
It's still recording.
Yeah.
It's still going, but it's saying 131. So when I went to write the timestamp and I put 131, I look back like a minute later, it's still there. I'm like, oh, it's stuck.
Fuck
It's actually at 140. It's
shit.
actually at 145 right now. So I had to just switch it up, but it's still recording. I did this one time before.
Yeah, we get money.
Eventually, when the money really starts coming in, niggas are just getting new shit.
Yeah, we gonna have shit that if it's broke, nigga, it shouldn't be.
Honestly, bro, if we keep on this trajectory, niggas might be able to start like really paying each other fucking December.
For real, yeah, at least a little something.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have. This shit's coming in slow. That's why we was talking about the shorts. The shorts don't make no money. So your short has 2 whatever million.
He got 2 million now? God.
So I think that 2 million. I think that shit has made like $70.
For 2 million views? Yeah, that ain't
Crazy
shit,
though, man.
yeah.
Look it up. It's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Shoo-ba-da-doo, my baby. It's good with you little niggas. Some nefarious things might be taking place after this. You know what? I'm gonna keep talking to the people. I don't even know if this is rolling or not. But fuck it. We're just gonna look at Tone Groove's Instagram timeline. Probably gonna see some basketball, some ass, some ladies from our goddamn high school that's pregnant now. I hate seeing that shit. That shit give me the heebie-jeebies. Gunna blocks the #1 spot from Taylor Swift. They made it sound like he took it from this bitch. Back to December. Yeah, I ain't listening to none of that Gunna album. I fuck with Gunna. I just don't fuck with him enough to click on new shit with the thumbnail of his face. Of course, there's always gonna be titties. Would you rather? This is from Clutch Points. This is a basketball question. This is good basketball talk right here. Would you rather $54 million in 7 NBA championships or $300 million, 0 rings? You see, if I'm a basketball player and I'm at the Hall of Fame and we all in the goddamn conference room talking shit to each other, the nigga who made the most money isn't going to be the nigga that's the loudest in the room. It's all about them accomplishments, nigga. I need accolades. 7 rings and 54 million M's, nigga, that's enough to talk shit to Michael Jordan, who was the greatest basketball player, or who's the second greatest basketball player of all time behind LeBron James. But you can definitely talk shit to that nigga. 7 rings, I'm snatching the crown right off of this nigga's head. I'm going to take the fake hairline with it, too. I've earned that. Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting 7 rings. That's enough for 2 hands. Huh? Yeah, I was over here running the show, nigga. I was just talking. I was like, we gonna go through Tone Group's timeline. I'm gonna narrate.
What did you say?
I was just going through. Like, it's crazy. Like, I saw some titties. I saw some other shit.
Okay.
Then, like, it was this question: 7 rings, $54 million in the NBA, or for your career, or $300 million in 0 rings. The left, obviously.
Yeah, I need the money.
Wait, no, you taking the 300 M in 0 rings over $54 million in 7 rings?
Yes.
No, yeah, I thought you were trying to give us a cue for something.
Yes.
Nah, you bugging. What can't you do with $54 million that you can do with $300 million? And I know what it's rhetorical.
You just answered your question.
It's rhetorical, but you know what I mean. Like, and I know you personally. You not a luxurious, elaborate nigga. It don't take much to satisfy you.
But that's why I don't.
You're not gonna need a whole 300 M's. You don't want the accolades to talk shit.
That's why I don't need the rings.
Wait, what are y'all talking about? Are we back? Let's just put something saying we back.
Yeah, we're back. I was low key talking.
Oh, okay.
I picked up my headphones and just started talking. So
my fault.
I don't know if we're gonna throw that in there. When y'all niggas is gone.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
you
That's
can
fine.
see if you want to get it. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
fuck it.
But
it led us into this.
Yeah, but nigga, I don't need rings. I want the money. You know what I mean?
See, you one of them niggas that the NBA is a job for.
No, not necessarily.
Because you don't want to win.
It's not about not wanting to winning. Do I need 7 rings and $54 million, or 0 rings or $300 million?
Well, I will say this. If you got $54 million total in your career and 7 rings, it sounds like you wasn't one of the niggas that was contributing to them rings.
Because if you got 7 rings, you should have more money off of sponsorships and all.
Because you was an NBA All-Star legend.
7 rings.
Which are $300 million that would get.
This 7 rings, they're talking about Robert Horry, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, nah, literally.
Fuck out of here. They're talking about Robert Horry.
Steve Kerr.
Some bullshit.
What was the question?
The question was, would you rather have $54 million in 7 rings or $300 million in 0 rings? Now, I will say, if you put the caveat that you was the star player for them 7 rings, you was the reason they got 7 rings, you hit the buzzer beater, and you still got 54 M's, I'm going with that.
I'm going to get the 300 mil.
Word?
I'm taking the 300 mil.
300 mil?
And 0 rings?
Yeah.
Charles Barkley has 0 rings.
Yeah. And Shaq don't let him ever hear the end of it.
Yeah, but he still leveraged his way into an incredible position.
Yep.
Yeah, and you see, that's what the difference is between me and you niggas, and that's why I take the last shot.
So what about AI?
I want to win.
So what about AI?
But I'm just talking about basketball. I'm talking about basketball. Like, I don't care about basketball the same way you do. So it's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I take the last shot.
But what about AI?
AI wanted to win. He just never had he always had to do all the scoring.
But you could just not win. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
but
so
you
many
need a
great
good
people
team
don't
too.
win.
Yeah.
There's a lot of greats that don't win.
There's good players on good teams that didn't win, but it makes it a lot easier when
you know how much money
$300
million is?
You know how much money $54 million is?
But do you see how much more?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a lot more.
That's a lot more.
It's a lot more.
1 million compared to 20 million is a different tax bracket. Like,
But
we're talking different. Yeah, you're sure I'm a millionaire. I have 2 million. Blah 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 blah. But the niggas who got 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, they're laughing at you for having 2 of them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go and cry about it in my mansion.
Okay.
Nigga. Plus, my thing is, right, if I'm a 7-time NBA champion, 7-time, more than Michael Jordan. More than Kobe. More than LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sell 3 of them and have
not even
still
sell
more
the trophies. I can leverage that status as being one of the greatest of all time and to making more money.
Or I could just make $300 million and become a wonderful businessman.
You care about the accolades.
Or I could be a wonderful businessman off of $300 million and make even way more because I have more to play with.
This is like a Rorschach test. How you say that shit? Rorschach test. We seeing our character. Y'all niggas win it easy.
No.
That's what it is.
You
not
like
at all.
handouts?
I don't care about I don't need the accolades.
You care about the gratification from other men.
No, nobody said it was other men.
Who cares
I
about
won
basketball?
7 championships on my own.
But I might not get the chip, but I could know that I was the best on the court. To me, I think I'm the best anyway. It don't matter. Like I did what I had to do.
How you think Melo looks at LeBron?
I don't know. I don't know how Melo looks at LeBron. I have no idea.
I think I would, not jealousy or envy, but it's more like a I wish, because when they was coming up,
I think he acknowledges him as one of the greatest ever. I think he acknowledges him as one of the greatest ever.
But I
don't think he dims his own light because of it.
Probably not, because he's from New York. So
but that's what I'm saying.
Not from New York, but he's got the New York confidence. But my thing is, there was a point in time when they was questioning who was better between y'all.
For
you
sure.
see what he did. He became the king, the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
If I'm Melo, I'm kind of looking at that like, man, I really could have did that then.
Potentially.
So now it's kind of like,
if I'm Mel, if I was in Melo's position and this nigga ended up rising to the top and becoming that person, like, I don't know. Well, I guess I'm different anyway, because that wouldn't have been my thing to begin with. Yeah, I would have wanted the chip. I can't speak from this. It's too hypothetical. I don't care that much about basketball. All I'm saying is that I would just be good at something else. I would just be the top dog in whatever else field. I would just find my thing. I would take this and leverage my way into being the best at this.
Yeah, your mind would find something else to,
something that you're actually good at.
This nigga.
And I would just because I just noticed this. I just noticed this. That before we played, and that was just a little bullshit warm-up practice.
It was warm-up.
We're going to play again, and it's going to be a lot more intense.
It is.
And he's going to lose from a greater margin.
Okay.
But there was I don't really care about basketball until this week.
We talked about that before.
Do you notice that?
I'm not getting into that. But don't ask me if I noticed.
We talked about that.
I don't.
We have receipts.
What happened to your sociology abilities?
We have receipts. We have receipts. We actually have receipts of me saying, when we talking about it from the beginning, I was like, the basketball thing, that's cool and all. And you kept saying that I was using that as a thing. I was like, the basketball thing's cool and all, but I am the better athlete overall. That's literally what I said. We have receipts, bro.
He did say
we
that.
have receipts
He said
of me
he was
saying
the better
that,
athlete.
Because
he was
preparing to lose.
I said that a million times.
So he set his expectations at a point where he knew
that's what you said.
That's going to lose.
That's what you said then. That's what you said then too. So that's fair. Keep saying that. That's fine. You said that time too.
It's the most accurate analysis. That's all there is to say.
Okay.
Basketball is interesting.
It's the greatest sport known to mankind.
Basketball is interesting.
It's the greatest sport known to mankind.
It teaches you so much about life. It teaches you the do's and the don'ts.
So here's the thing.
It teaches you people's character.
You know what it is? You know what it is about the 300 million versus the 56 and the 7 rings?
Yeah.
I don't care about. Listen, you're gonna sound crazy at first. I don't care about championships. I care about winning, and winning to me is 300 million. I'm saying
I know,
but
I feel like I won.
But the thing is, you don't even.
That I feel like I won.
But you don't even have to tell me that, because I could tell by the way you was playing on the court, nigga.
What you talking about?
He couldn't hit the last shot. He doesn't care about the win.
No, I care about the win. That's what I'm telling you. I think that I won.
The 300 mil
is the win to me.
The 300 mil and 0 rings is basically Damian Lillard.
I feel like the win. I feel like I won with 300 mil.
And see, that's the difference. That's all I'm saying. The win to me is getting paid millions of dollars to play the game. That's the win. Y'all niggas just want the money.
No. I want to play the game, but we're talking about basketball right now. We're talking about your hypothetical scenario. We're not talking about podcasting. We're not talking about anything that we're actually putting our hands on.
Yeah, we're talking about basketball.
This nigga Tony said, I want 54 million M's
and rings
over $300 million.
Yes.
You tripping.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. Cut it out.
I don't see no problem with that.
Yeah, I do.
In fact, nah, never mind. I'm not going to go there. That's extreme. I was about to double all the way down, but I don't even believe that for real. But I'm definitely taking that. I'm definitely taking 54 million and 7 rings, nigga. Y'all, I don't understand that. Y'all don't have the competitive gene in you. It's just a different. We speaking from different genetics.
We won't have the.
I have the competitive gene, and 300 million is gonna help me compete in different arenas you can't touch, my nigga.
What decision do you think?
And you stay over there with the tax attorneys and the lawyers, but you better not step foot on this goddamn hardwood, because $300 million ain't gonna save you from shit.
All right.
Yeah, this is gonna be the most intense Patreon episode. Like,
you know who went out crazy? Who went out like in a beautiful way? Pistol Pete Maravich. He was obsessed with basketball and he died on the basketball court. Literally, had a heart attack.
I didn't know that.
Pistol Pete.
I didn't know he died on the basketball court.
He died on the basketball
Pistol
court.
Pete went to Broughton High School in Raleigh, I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
That nigga's a North Carolina legend. He's an NBA legend.
Yeah, NBA legend, but from North
died
Carolina.
on the basketball court.
Died on the court, nigga.
And that's what you
They
want.
got his
nigga?
jerseys hung up in the Raptors in there.
That's what you want, obviously.
I wouldn't mind.
To die on the court.
Nah, why not?
Yeah, you got it.
I don't want to die playing basketball. That shit would fucking suck.
But you want to go out like a champ, and that's how champs go out. You know what I mean?
If the
With
last
all
thing,
7 rings on.
Yeah.
almost definitely, I'm getting buried with mine.
Yeah.
They gonna bury you with your $300 million? Hell no. Your kids gonna spend that shit
I have
up.
other things. Don't worry. I'll have other things.
My kids might spend it up, and your kids might just sell your ring. So what's the difference?
Might, but I'm more likely to get buried with them. It's
My kids
will.
gonna be better for longer.
You're gonna get buried with your rings?
Congratulations.
They're gonna be good for longer.
My kids are gonna dunk on your kids.
My kids won't even be playing with your kids.
Yes, because they would
Look
be.
at these peons.
They
these
got
peasants.
nerd genetics.
Yeah, he said his kids would be judging your kids like them niggas wearing
Yeah, like
crazy socks.
he's celebrating his kids being plush.
Yep.
You got soft ass kids, nigga.
Oh no.
Placement
They're
trophies.
gonna be plush, but they're gonna be with the right trainers to get everything right.
Nah, that's gonna make them softer.
All right.
Saying a song.
You ain't seen the African niggas hooping on working out in the rain and dirt with ties?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they're gonna be trained in
get
the
it
art
up.
of fighting.
What's the point of fighting when you got $300 million?
Just to have it. Look at Batman.
Bruce Wayne, nigga.
So you want your kids to be traumatized to the
No.
point where they dress up in cosplay at night and beat up rapists?
I didn't
Shit,
know. I'm
crazy.
just, yeah, that's crazy. I was just giving you an example of somebody who has money but is still dangerous.
A
Still
fictional
dangerous.
character.
Yeah, you can have money and be dangerous.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Elon is
Dangerous.
He's dangerous.
He seems like a danger to himself sometimes.
Speaking of dangerous people with money, let's talk about Keke Palmer.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
she's a dangerous individual with a lot of money. And by dangerous, in this context, mentally dangerous. She's like,
Unstable, if you will.
I'm not going to call her unstable. What I kind of wanted, like, what was the conclusion that y'all came to about her?
with Keke.
This is a situation where
Tell the story first. Break it down.
So-
Tell them what's going on.
Keke was in Vegas at an Usher concert. I'm guessing Usher is doing like the whole Elvis thing where he has his own venue and everybody,
Residencies.
all the bitches just come.
Yeah,
and,
he had a residency there. Yeah.
yeah. So she's there, he's there. Y'all know what happened. He starts singing and serenading. You know what I mean? Like moving his head and shoulders at the same time.
Yeah.
Usher is smooth. Y'all already know how that is.
His
But
hips and his ears rotate on the same swivel.
yeah, just play this real quick.
I got
Now
you.
watch his right thigh and her coochie. They're right next to each other. Stop the video.
Now put your hands together.
Now put your
Congratulations to Keke Palmer because that ass is victorious.
Shout out to her kid or her doctor, allegedly. I'm not gonna say anything, but
Or Usher.
her booty is looking very. It's designed wonderfully.
Usher might put that jiggle out of wiggle, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, he put some
Sang a little thing back there.
vibrating on it. But this is a tricky situation because what Keke did was wrong, but it's not like the worst thing that could have happened.
It's not.
You
It's
get
just
what I'm
that there's-
saying?
It's because you already you put it in the thing, but there's an example of the right way to approach this.
I mean, it can always get worse. She could have sucked his dick.
But-
that could have happened. But she didn't. This is still foul, though.
But you want to know what I think? What makes it foul?
What?
And this everybody's talked about this, but him responding online.
Yes,
not pimping at all.
Not at all.
Not
That's a
at all.
mistake on his part.
Complete mistake.
Granted, people were saying how they might have been broken up before, whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah,
but
semantics. We can't confirm nor deny those claims.
regardless, that's his baby mother.
Yeah.
So
He's tied to her for life.
tied to her for life. She belongs to him.
Yeah.
They belong to each other.
If you on child support, you mind.
Yeah. Like,
Because you on payroll now.
even if they were broken up, does he have say in what she can do?
If
Not
they're
really.
broken up, they're not really.
No, he don't.
He can't.
He don't.
This is hating.
All right.
But
so
I want to going off the assumption that they're still in a relationship because that's what the greater conversation is.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious there's no problem if they're not together.
Yeah.
But if they are together, how do you feel about your girl? And mind you, we've seen a tame version of this live. Shout out to the Asian guy. What's his name? Kudoku.
yeah, shout out to Kadoku.
So we're chilling at the festival. You know, it's some situations. It's a fiesta going on.
Summer in the fest.
Asian sensation Kudoku shows up, gets all the hoes wet. There's this one couple in particular, Hispanic. She's fugly. I feel like there's like, that's fucked up. Does that mean?
In context,
Does that mean?
in context, the situation was so like messed up. I thought they were brothers and sisters because
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way you're letting your girl, Kadoku, like right in front of you.
She got
That's not
giddy.
possible.
She got giddy. She blushed.
Yeah.
And when he came into the room, the gravity of her aura was different.
She came.
All of her attention
Yeah.
and the labia was focused on one man.
Yeah. All the blood rushed to her labia, nigga. It was crazy.
And her boyfriend had to sit there, stomach it, take the picture. Cameraman, nigga.
And it was,
He had to photograph the moment that he despises the most. How?
and even after, I was just still confused. Like, this can't be a couple. They got to be distant relatives or something. You know
That's
how
because you
Mexicans
couldn't
are.
believe the audacity, but no, they were together. They came together,
And
and she came without him.
all right,
Facts.
like
That part.
like level. Okay,
But say, don't let that go over your head.
Yeah.
like they wouldn't.
How would you feel about your girl?
It's
You
like,
and your
that's
girl,
easy.
you take
Like,
your
I
girl to
wouldn't-
see Usher. She gets selected to go on stage for the Serenation.
You gotta act a certain way. You can't act like that. I don't like the extreme fangirl moment. It's like you don't want to stop her from getting like that moment off. As far as like, you don't want her to not enjoy something special happening, quote unquote. But you don't want her to do what Keke did. You put it in the notes. The way that Joe Girls handled it, Joe Budden's girl, that was good.
And I've seen a compilation, like compilation videos of people telling Keke that you can't be dating regular niggas. Like, and this was like months ago, weeks ago. Like, she was talking to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was like, you can't be bringing these regular men into this high living. You get what I mean?
She's addicted to average.
Maybe she's insecure. That's her insecurity. She needs a man that's lower than her for her to
They
feel
might have
worthy.
been right because I
But-
think another nigga wouldn't have tweeted this shit.
But at the same time, I feel like I have the ego and confidence to handle this bitch Keke. I would have handled this perfectly.
What would you do?
I would have took her in the back room, would have sat her down. I had some candles and shit.
What's your tone?
That's a good question.
Firm but not stern? Because you could take the 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 approach.
Not fatherly,
but big brotherly?
but
Or like a cool ass uncle
like genie-ish, like a genie.
in a bottle.
Yeah, like kind of like a maybe you should do this. Ooh, like a magical type of thing, like almost like a spellcaster voice.
See, you had me and then you lost me.
But like I wouldn't be angry, but I would basically tell her like, look, what you did, right? Because you also got to understand that I'm the broke boyfriend.
You can't
So
lead with anger.
You can't just tell her that it like what you did embarrassed me, because she's gonna be like, nigga, embarrass who? You feel me? So you can't make it about you, but you have to make it about her insecurity.
You know what it seems?
Because she's never done this before.
I'm following.
So you make her like, look, I know you got this body now, but this isn't you. You kind of talk to her like a MK Ultra
like
type
a
of therapist. Yeah.
It seems the only way to
approach.
be an average nigga dating a superstar girl is to like be an asshole. Like you seen the show with The Weeknd?
No, that's not true.
I don't think that's gonna work.
No, because look at what happened to Will Smith on the episode where he started dating that singer and she gave him a ring like she gives to all of her hoes. You remember that?
I ain't watch that.
Will Smith got his heart broken because he started fucking with that rich pop star.
That's not true. Stedman is the most respectful man.
Who?
Stedman.
We don't know how Stedman operates. He's a shadowy figure.
Exactly.
Stedman.
You should never bring it out this way,
But-
especially if you're underneath.
And big caveat, Stedman has millions of dollars. He's just underneath of Oprah, which everybody is, which is fine. But there's a way and there's a angle to which you have to approach things. And I don't know if like she was in love with him. Like I don't know if he really had a grip
She ain't no more.
around her.
Who, Kiki on this average guy?
Yeah.
On this mediocre man?
She had a child with him, which they consented to. So there's some level of love there.
This mere mortal, nigga.
Unless you take the Dave Chappelle approach from the skit with Oprah, he probably shot it up intentionally to lock it down. She's still getting them Nickelodeon Victorious residuals.
You think I don't?
Nigga,
He
her
doesn't
money's
look like
slimy right now.
he don't look like that type of guy though.
I haven't seen this guy. I've just seen his tweets.
He's a
I've
beige
seen,
figure.
You led with beige, nigga. That says it all.
But that don't mean but like a Degrassi Drake beige, like
You're making it worse.
That's a fact.
He used Drake to describe the nigga.
nah. But I'm saying in the context of
You're not even talking about like slimy petty Drake. You're talking
Yeah,
about the
you're not even
worst.
talking about like a Chris Brown, like a nigga who might be sensitive, but he'll
Right.
blow this bitch up with dark skin rage.
But I'm saying a Degrassi Drake would never just shoot up the club like that. It would be out of love, but that's probably the problem.
Degrassi Drake is the one getting shot. That's why he was in a wheelchair.
That's probably the problem, is that he loved her too much, maybe.
Which what happened to Will Smith on the episode.
Yeah.
That's why you can't take that approach.
That
You
happened to
gotta
Will Smith
have
in
the
real life. He loved it too much.
Super shit. I wouldn't call Jada Smith a superstar.
You make it about her career. Like you tell her, like, look, baby, you know, because she's a Hollywood bitch. They're all goofy. So you be like, look, like think about your image. Once you say that, like you might just have her already. Like think about your image. Like think about the kids and who you represent. Like why don't you just put on a different dress? I'm talking in the context of the dress. And for those of you who are
You
blind,
talking about the outfit? Those are two different
for
conversations.
those of you
that
who,
is.
who are blind and are listening in the morning, she was wearing just call it what it is, a corn outfit.
Yeah.
Like this is the type of outfit you would see at a corn convention.
Incredibly revealing.
Which
I
is-
saw cheek to cheek.
Man, designed phenomenally. We said it.
Yeah.
But that's part of the problem though, right? Like she wasn't.
Kiki got them palmers, nigga.
Yeah, you could palm.
Kiki got them palmers.
That's a fact.
yeah.
Which I don't feel like she always had those.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say congratulations.
Yeah.
Because she graduated.
Yeah.
It's like everybody. It's like champagne ass. It's like good
Man.
thing.
I listen to that, nigga.
Yeah. Salute. But nah, honestly, you make it about her career. Like, baby, like you gotta think about your image. You can't be going around in see-through clothing.
All right.
You're a
Now,
star.
Okay, we took that approach to discussing this, but let's take the more relatable, the more everyman's, the modern man's dilemma in this situation, because it doesn't even necessarily have to be Usher. But what if you have a girl that's exorbitantly friendly with niggas?
It's worse if it's not Usher.
It's worse if it's not Usher.
Yeah.
Interesting. I see the point there. Because if you gonna do that, if you gonna fan out, let it be the smoothest nigga living.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
got, let it be the nigga who like skates for a living.
That's like
You know
getting
what I'm saying?
mad that Allen Iverson crossed you over.
Exactly.
That's like getting mad
Yeah.
that Tone Groove shot over you.
There you
that-
go. I knew
That's
that was
what's
coming.
supposed to happen.
that was coming.
It's a foregone conclusion.
I saw your shoulder shift before you threw that punch.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
very
Telegraph. That was telegraph, bro. That was telegraph.
But that was good though. But look,
Because it was obvious.
that is true though. I mean, look, the nigga was used to driving a 05 Chevrolet
beige
Cavalier. You know what I'm saying? This is a 2023 Bentley. 2023, and I'm only saying that because she has a new body. So this is a new bitch, right? This is a new bitch we're dealing
New
with.
Now
model,
she's
new
acting
model.
up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And
But how do you feel about the everyman's scenario?
you want to know how I feel about it? Play this video for me.
Oh yeah. I got you.
You ugly as shit.
This is how the everyman. Is this your girl playing? Now stop the video.
Pause it.
First of all,
Pause it. This is not comparable.
First of all, no.
This isn't comparable.
First of all, Usher is the smoothest nigga alive. Look at his hand. His left hand didn't leave the back of that couch, nigga. He was just like this. Even when he dapped him up, he was like, "Yep."
You talking about Joe?
I'm talking about the average Joe right here.
That's Joe Budden.
Yeah, Joe Budden. Joe Budden.
That's Joe Budden?
That's Joe Budden.
Of course,
and his
it's
girl.
Joe Budden. Look at the girl, yeah.
No, that is
Maybe,
Joe Budden.
maybe Charlemagne. He got it like a Charlemagne type of bald head.
Nah, that's Joe
No, I'm
Budden.
telling you, that's Joe Budden.
This is Joe Budden.
That's Joe Budden and
Joe
his
Budden
girl.
for sure.
That's Joe Budden and his girl. That's what the stuff we just watched.
Yeah,
He was at the residency and he dapped Usher up beforehand with that strong ass firm grip. That's what AJ was talking about. Strong ass firm grip. Like, look, my nigga. So and he's like, go ahead, have her, but let's see how this goes. You know what I'm saying?
But this is different. Usher literally changed the lyrics of the song. He said, "There goes your baby,"
Because of the way that Joe approached.
he gave respect.
Because of the energy that was transactioned with the dap, nigga.
Yeah.
It was all a feeling. It was like, first of all, if you see her dance, she didn't move towards Usher. She danced in place.
Right.
She stood
Like
up.
she stood up.
She stood up like you did for Keith.
Nah, like that. Nobody knows that context.
Yes, they do. Niggas watch this. They love this podcast. They know what that means.
She was standing in place and like a fat black singer. Like they just stand in place and they sing. That's how she danced, which is how you're supposed
Like a
to do
Gladys
it.
Knight.
Nina Simone. Call it how you be it. But look, how Usher played it, "There goes your baby," very respectful.
Yeah.
And this is how he would react to the average man. I know it, man. Like Usher isn't that type of guy. And it's not because this is Joe Budden. It's everything around it. The dap, but the calmness and like he's just chilling. You know what I mean?
Well,
Imagine
her man wasn't there to begin with. Kiki's man wasn't there.
Yeah, he was at home tweeting.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at from you is because you said you wouldn't you wouldn't get jealous. How would you feel about your girl twerking on another dude?
Wait, that's a different scenario though.
That's what I'm trying to get at. I should have just said that.
I would feel
You're
feel-
not there. You get alarms.
From people
Like a severe weather warning or an Amber Alert
Somebody
from
sends you
homies.
somebody sends you a video because he there right now.
Your girl wilding right now.
He put it on Instagram Live and added you on a live.
I would feel disrespected because it's really I'm trying to think like, all right, what if she's dancing and a guy come up behind her? Like, but there's no context.
That means you love her. You trying to
but I'm just
make it work.
I'm trying to help you with this fucking hypothetical, nigga. But I would be angry. I would be upset.
Obviously.
I would be emotional. Probably.
Understandably so.
You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to think like if I was at a party, I got a couple dances. You know what I'm saying? It don't even mean nothing for real. it don't even mean nothing.
Wait, so
like,
if you in a relationship, you would still entertain the dances?
Where's the incense? Why'd you say it like that? You need some incense in your hand when you say it.
That's a good one.
Why'd you say it like that?
I might go over there.
Why? Would you entertain that? Like
You would still do that
Like
shit?
it's a rhyme. Why are you saying it like that?
Because, like I said earlier, I'm consistent, right? So I'm not gonna do shit that I don't want her fucking doing.
I feel
so
that.
that's why I said it like that.
Okay. I mean,
That's a fair way to approach it, though. I'll give you that, Tom.
That's what my point is. Like,
Okay.
I'm not like, bitch, try to throw some ass on me. I'm gonna throw it back somewhere else.
But you see,
Frisbee that
Are
shit.
you
to them.
not just going to take the dance and control it differently? You're
That's
not
what
going
I'm-
you're not going to just
Nah.
like turn her around. and
Imagine
do
your
the front
girl was
thing,
like. Imagine your girl
turn
was
it
like.
into a salsa or bachata or something
Imagine
instead.
your girl was out and told a nigga, I ain't gonna suck your dick, but I smack
But
it
you
around.
take it
nigga.
into different levels, though.
But also, women don't think like us.
That is true.
And I guess I'm getting a little fresh and fit right now. I don't want to, just say,
Yeah, misogynist.
yeah. But I honestly believe women don't think like us. Like, I think that would repulse them with the idea of like twerking on another man and like, you know, having to go back to your boyfriend or having to text your boy.
What are you talking about? These bitches are crazy.
Look, I know these bitches.
Yeah, you sound the same.
What
bro.
Baby Keem?
You speaking like you never smoked.
What Baby Keem said? We grew up around trifling hoes.
Yeah,
you ain't did shit out.
bugging.
Look, we know. I know.
Okay, yeah, okay. Do you? Because it didn't sound like it's
Yeah, before a minute.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about the good girls. Okay, let's not talk about like, you know, the bad apples.
The average,
bad
the
apples.
normal, the 70%.
The bad apples. We don't know that.
All right.
Because the 70% is all based off of the grip you have, which is based on the man. It has nothing to do with the women.
Okay.
So to answer your question, you know, yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, get a little dance, but what Lauren was piggyback off of what Lauren was saying, I would control it in a manner that it wouldn't go like full Jamaican. It would just be.
You wouldn't dirty wine, but you would just bump and grind.
It's not gonna get dirty.
If it gets clipped up, you have an explanation.
If it gets clipped up, if I get clipped up, even my girl's gonna be like, "Oh, that ain't nothing. That's just a little, you know what I mean? It's just a little left, right. You feel me? It's like,
where you find this girl from? Build a bitch.
yeah, it's just a little left, right. But dancing.
That's a two-step.
But to get back to that though, man, your girl dancing on a dude, that's something completely different. Like if I was in a club with you, and you was like, no dancing on me. I have a girl. I'd be like, yeah. I'll look at you like, whose friends is this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yours.
Like, but no,
Your faithful homie, nigga.
Nah, nigga, that's the point though.
That shows character.
It does show character.
It doesn't, but it does. It shows it in like a Damian Lillard way. Like I'm gonna stay with this team, and I'm gonna be righteous, and I'm gonna get a chip. It's not like smart.
You see, I understand the angle that when you say men and women think differently about these type of things. I know what you mean. Me getting a dance doesn't mean that I'm in love with this girl now, or none of that other emotional shit. But the fact that it would hurt my girl's feelings, I'm not willing to do that.
Right, and that's fair. And that's the way, and that's really the way you should approach things.
Getting danced on by a bitch is not like get grind on by this potentially musty bitch to hurt my girlfriend's feelings. Like that's pointless. It's not even worth it.
It really isn't. And that's the way you should approach it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for sake of conversation.
I'm about to say summer. Fucking
July.
July.
He corrected you.
Yeah. July.
Man, we're talking. That's a story from like 10 years ago, bro. That's different.
Hey, you still, I wish I
was a
meet
single
July.
man at the time, bro. Come on. And I'm just trying to, you know, I ain't going to explain that no
Hey,
more.
I'm about to say
Don't explain it no more. You know she listening.
She listening.
It don't matter. But I'm not going to explain it no more, though. I'm not going to explain it no more. I'm not going to explain it no more.
So that's all you
I
did.
almost did that to y'all just now because
Do what?
y'all almost forgot the context of that conversation to begin with.
Was that it was your first time at
It was
this
Jet
shit?
Rogers. It was trying to play off of what his thing was, trying to tell him like how it is for your first time. Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, that was the context of that.
Hey, shout out to July. She was a phenomenal stripper.
And shout out to Lauren.
Yeah, shout out to Lauren and shout out to Keke. But yeah, man, shout out to Usher, man. And did you see what the producer of Boondock said
About this situation?
He was like,
why
bruh,
does everybody having
he was like the whole like wouldn't let that happen to me though. That
No, he didn't.
he was like, bro, that happened to him. He was at a dinner with his wife. Usher walks in, and this is the producer that's telling the story of
That's
Boondocks.
why this happened on Tom Dubois.
He was like, nigga, everything that happened in the show happened to me. The only thing that was added was the waiter who he plays. He plays the nigga that goes, wouldn't let that shit happen to me though, but he let it happen to him.
Yo, that's fucking beautiful.
Usher,
That's amazing.
Oh, I remember that from the Boondocks episode.
That's amazing right there.
like when and he was like, brother, like this happened to me. And like when I heard that, I was like, yo, I was just looking at Usher like, damn, how many unfortunate events has Usher caused?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like Final Destination. Like you just walk into a coffee shop and your bitch get taken.
yeah.
No, but there's
Gets a
a,
ceiling fan.
yeah. So do you leave your girl if she acts this way? Do you leave her?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
She keeps disrespecting me. Like,
Keeps
well,
or if
put
this is
it-
the only time?
put it like this, right?
what,
Do you
what
have a
situation-
conversation?
What situation are you talking about specifically?
Keke Palmer.
Let me see the video again.
Put it like this. My last relationship, something that wasn't even as bad as this, like I look back like I could have left that bitch. Probably could have, should have. Could have, should have, would have.
Oh no. Yeah, nah.
You out of here?
Nah.
You out of there?
That couldn't happen.
Yeah, no.
That couldn't happen.
Nah.
Why are you so close? Like lips to lips, almost lips to this nigga.
Like if he would have did this with his right knee, he's like
He penetrated.
he's penetrating.
The fact that she don't respect me enough to disrespect this nigga,
Yeah.
to throw a drink on this nigga for even trying to.
Yeah, you're supposed to push a nigga off. You're supposed to push a nigga off.
You supposed to get elaborate. You
First
supposed
of all, let's be honest. You can't push Usher.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can't push Usher.
Yes, you can.
Britney
Yes, you can.
Spears smacked Victor Wembanyama.
First of all, she tapped
Keke
him.
Palmer can punch on.
She got smacked.
Usher.
She got smacked, yeah.
But man, shout
After
out to
she
Keke,
tapped
man.
him on the shoulder, though, that's what my point is. She initiated contact. And Britney Spears ain't half the star Keke Palmer is right now. Right now.
How does a woman get to this point? Like, does this happen? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. See, this is why you got to pull her hair. This
When
why
you
happens.
fucking her?
This what happens when you don't pull her hair.
You got to disrespect her in the bed so she respects you in real life.
Little smack.
Uh-huh.
This is what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's probably the best way to end that shit. It's a good note to close that topic
Hey,
on.
man, you know, it is what it is, man.
Disrespect your girl so she respects you.
Hey, man, pull a braid, tug on it. You
It's
know
a
what I'm
J
saying?
Noblezism right there.
Hey, you know, she got to have something to hold on to.
You got to have something to hold on to.
You ain't got to know more.
He was supposed to have.
Usher got something to hold on to.
He got something to hold on to.
And the thing is, Usher don't even want that.
Exactly.
That's
You
the
think
thing.
Usher wants to fuck Keke Palmer?
I mean, probably just for the
Nigga,
hell of it.
Usher,
Nah.
like they're
For the
probably
hell of it, yeah.
they
for sure.
probably have a,
They're probably homies.
but like a.
Got a flirt, they
Like
got a
a-
flirtatious
They homies
friendship.
that want to fuck.
They got a flirtatious friendship.
But when Usher was popping, like you see how they run it,
What?
nigga.
That's
That's
Chris Brown.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets.
That one,
There you go. Nice and slow.
nigga. She was a Keela in the beat.
Yeah.
So that's
She
a
was the pretty
weird.
little thing that was just waiting for him.
That's a weird dynamic to have. Like,
Oh.
if he was,
Oh, you talking about how old she was?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm glad you cleaned that up.
Because I didn't know what y'all was talking about at first. She was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Well, Keela in the beat was a movie.
I mean, she's fully grown now.
yeah.
She was a young
It's
girl.
perfectly lit.
Or she was in that movie with Ice Cube, that dumb movie where she
Friday?
was. Nah, that other dumb movie where she was a
She was a Friday.
football player.
She was a football player, Keke Palmer.
Ice Cube and Keke Palmer, please. They was in a movie. It was a dumb movie, but she was a female quarterback and she was the best. She was the bomb, nigga.
Man. They just let Ice Cube do anything with a camera sometimes.
Nigga, Cube Vision, nigga.
Long shots.
The long shot.
I remember
Yeah.
that dumbass
She wasn't the quarterback the whole movie though.
She was the quarterback.
The whole movie?
Bro, she was training to become. Like, she was the protege.
Oh, that's right. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about the other one with Adam Sandler, the jail movie.
The
nope.
long yard. The
Yeah.
longest
Long
yard.
Yard. Yeah,
Yeah,
Long
he was the
Yard.
water boy.
Yeah.
What time are we at?
We at 2:20, 2:17, whatever.
Anything else you got to get off your chest? This is your podcast. This is where you come to vent every now and then, right?
I was about to say, man, let's empty the clip. Did we say something good on this podcast?
Like anything positive that wasn't ignorant?
Yeah, at the very beginning.
slight
At the
change.
very beginning.
Can we show I sent the messages, the images of the black superhero?
Oh, you did?
Damn.
I don't think you did.
Because it didn't send. Fuck.
Yeah, nah, it's probably a problem with your cloud.
If we leave with anything, I do want to leave with this because this is a black superhero. His name is Black Thunder. Well, it's Black Thunder, but you know, Black
Yeah.
Thunder. You feel me?
You're doing
James-
what they do, man.
Yeah, man.
You're doing exactly what they do.
James Folk the Fourth. And I'm gonna give this one more minute if this shit taking too long.
Where can you find this book?
Matter of fact,
Is it on his Instagram?
James Folk the Fourth, Black Thunder. I'm gonna type it in here and see if it pops up. If he's Googleable, then nigga.
Yeah, that nigga on Jeff Bezos' radar. He on Amazon?
Okay, so type in James Foulk, James Folk the Fourth, Black Thunder. Okay, this is completely different from my Google. I love it. Yeah, click on images. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, E. Put an E at the end of it. Yeah, folk. There we go. All right, so shout out to this kid, man. He's on Amazon. His book is called Black Thunder. You know what I'm saying? James Folk. You know what I mean? I met this good brother. I was out in Durham. You know, I saw him. I was a little confused. I was like, what is this? He was like, yeah, man, I have a book. It's anti-bullying. And I'm like, oh, really? Anti-bullying? That's nice. And I was like, why be a superhero? Why not a supervillain?
Or a hall monitor.
Or something else, because like everybody wants to be a superhero, but nobody wants to be a supervillain.
Yeah, why didn't what did he say?
He was like, you know, bullying is bad. He gave me like a whole Shark Tank selling point. I'm like, all right, your father.
Did you try to push him down the dark side?
I didn't try to push him, but I was.
He wanted it. He wasn't trying to push him, but
it was
he
a
wanted
question that I had for myself too.
You wanted to see how righteous it was for real,
and because and I wanted to see like if he would go like, like you know, like like
could be using these abilities for bad.
Yeah.
So you were trying to push him down the dark
Make the world. Hey, I guess so. I was being the.
What constitutes being a supervillain? Because in all honesty, right? If I got superpowers right now, I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing to be a Caped Crusader. I'm probably gonna steal shit for my benefit, depending on what ability I have.
Yep.
I'm
gonna use my powers for my self-interest. Does that make me a villain?
Not all villains.
Nah, because you're not harming people.
Not all villains are super villains, but you're a villain because you're not using them to help the world, which is what James Folk the Fourth is doing, nigga.
He's not even helping the world. He's helping the lunchroom.
Man, you're just a narcissist. That's all.
One child at a time. Who, me or Black Thunder?
No, I'm saying in general, if you get superpowers and you just do everything for yourself, you just like playing into your narcissism.
I think you're a narcissist if you get superpowers and want to save people.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's actually a better proof.
Because think about it. What you want all this attention for?
That's a better point.
Superman? Nigga?
Well, you could just be righteous, but it's very rare.
You see, I use my abilities now that are supernatural for my own benefit.
Nah,
what would be the difference if I could fly?
I get you what you're saying, because
if you charge people for flights, taking places.
If you watch The Boys, first of all, shout out Seth Rogen, amazing producer.
Yeah, great show.
That's what
the premise is.
Yeah, it is.
Who's the Superman character?
Homelander.
Homelander is the biggest narcissist. He's jerked off to himself.
Yes.
Like in the show. He was like, yeah, you're so fucking buff.
You think that's possible for y'all?
To jerk off?
Yeah, to yourself?
No.
It's definitely possible, but like, what about it?
I'm just saying. Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible?
No, I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible because I wouldn't be joking off. I would not be doing that. No, that's crazy. No.
Because
I would
ever
literally
since y'all
be
told
like,
me that shit about the 7 rings, I'm like, who are these niggas for real?
Nah, who are you?
Wait, who are you? So you would be able to do that?
Nah, never.
That's terrible. I couldn't do that. I'm using my mind. Like, of course I'm using imagination at that point. I can't look at myself and be like, oh, you a sexy nigga. Like, the fuck?
But you can look at yourself and be like, I'm handsome as a motherfucker.
Yeah, and I would be. And
Tony's jerked out to us.
What do you think?
Tony's jerked out to us.
I've never jerked out to myself.
That's crazy.
I've always had internet.
You've done that, bro? That's sick.
Never.
Nigga say you've always had internet.
I've always had internet.
That's crazy. How often do you tell yourself these things in a day?
Tell myself what? That I'm handsome?
Yeah.
Every morning.
Do you do it?
I'm firm. I'm handsome, I'm wonderful, and I'm gonna do beautiful things.
I like it.
That's
it.
Hey,
nah, it's actually a lot more pimpish.
Well, you know, it's still good though.
It's good.
You know what I mean? And for all the viewers, you know, make sure y'all put down y'all affirmations. You know what I mean? What y'all say to yourselves, so I can say to myself, because that's what being a superhero is. You know what I mean?
Jerking off to yourself.
Well, helping yourself so you can help other people. And if you jerking off to yourself gives you the confidence to go outside and help other people, do what you do. You know what I mean? But please put hand sanitizer on. Don't touch me.
Jerking off to yourself is very vague.
No, it's not.
It's very vague.
It's literally specific.
It's a little vague.
No,
it's
that's
not
specific.
It's
bro.
a little vague when you think about it.
No, it's not, bro.
But I think I'm attacking the semantics.
No, don't.
I'm attacking the semantics. Because technically, every time you're jerking off with yourself.
That's different.
You're not
to
jerking
yourself.
off to yourself.
Different.
That's what I'm saying. Semantics.
It's not semantics.
So it's not semantics.
It's semantics.
No, it's not. Because
Do
to
you
yourself
know the
is specific.
definition of semantics?
To yourself is specific. You're making
With
up
yourself.
random semantics.
With yourself.
Now you're changing the whole goalpost.
That's what I do.
Clearly.
Swindle.
All right, here. But look, man, you know, I don't know how he's. Look, I wanted to end on some positive shit, man.
Well, now this makes me think, right? Because if you do jerk off to yourself, do you deserve to be bullied? Should Black Thunder come save you?
Maybe.
I think it very deeply.
Somebody needs to recruit you. You know, maybe the villain headquarters need to recruit you. If you're jerking off to yourself, you should be considered a villain. Mm-hmm. But it all depends on the context. You might be like the Punisher. Like, you're a villain, but you help people.
You're an anti-hero.
Anti-hero, vigilante.
Anti-hero. Vigilante.
Yeah, I'll never be a vigilante. I'm out for self-interest.
Yeah.
What, you gonna start doing magic, nigga?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, not all villains have it bad. Lex Luthor is pretty fucking pimping.
He became president.
I could be a Lex Luthor type, but I couldn't be one of those criminals that like rob banks and still end up on the street. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where does what's that one super villain? The guy with the ice gun. Where does he live?
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Where does Mr. Freeze live?
I'm assuming somewhere Arctic, but I think that's necessary.
But like, it seems so like, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like convenient. You know what I mean?
It's not.
It is for him because he's actually a super villain. Mm-hmm. Like, he has a super ability. He's a fucking snowman. He wouldn't survive in Los Angeles.
It's convenient for him to be where he is. It's not convenient for him to be who he is in the rest of the world. Yeah.
That nigga, yeah.
I don't know. The more I'm thinking about it, maybe we need super villains.
I wasn't asking him that because we need super villains, but I was asking him that because when I was 13, right? If
he was a hero.
If you was to ask me the question, would you rather be a superhero or a super villain? I would think about it and go, what's the pros and cons of both? Yeah. Because not just because you're a villain doesn't mean you're living on the streets. Yeah. And just because you're a superhero doesn't mean you're rich, because you have Luke Cage, who's poor as shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still on food stamps.
Nigga, look at Spider-Man, greatest superhero of all time.
Yeah.
Nigga's a freelance journalist.
Living with his photographer. With his grandma. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Even Clark Kent.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And his bitch is basic.
He's got a seemingly professional adult job, but one of those adult jobs that don't really pay you until you get to the top tier.
Top tier. Like, I'm probably making more moving shit.
You got to be the editor to start making that money.
You know what I mean? And I would have thought about that. Yeah. So that's why I asked him, like, why a superhero who stops bullying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about your self-interest?
This is his origin story. You got to think. There was one point in time where it was recess, and James was probably getting nuggied to a degree where he thought that he needed another person to come save him. He was looking for the superhero that never came, so he decided to write that motherfucker and put him in there so that there's the other kids at recess getting bullied and harassed. They have a yellow boat to look up at too.
It's a fact.
But what?
This came from somewhere.
It's kind of crazy. Like, so if you were a part of the pack of kids that were bullying him, are you now a super villain because you made a superhero?
Yeah. That's how that works. And you one of the greatest bullies of all time.
Yeah.
Like, there's plenty.
You have a lot of like real solid supervillain potential.
You like the Corinne Steffens of bullying.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of hoes that suck the dick. There's not a lot of hoes that can write a book about sucking that dick.
Right. Yeah. Right. I can tell you exactly how I made him do all these things.
Yeah.
Do you think that they bullied him more after this?
Dog.
Maybe.
What did this shit backfire?
But you know what? It maybe, but some of them would bully him more out of envy and jealousy that they didn't do this.
Yeah, because now he's number one. They got the Scholastic book.
Look, when I was talking to the nigga, first of all, he was the most professional 13-year-old I ever met, which I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It
will be a good thing. Right now, it's not, but it will be a good thing.
If he doesn't learn how to pull some hair, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Pull some hair.
I know what he's saying.
Oh, pull some hair.
Yeah, I know what he's saying.
I thought he was talking about his own afro.
Okay, like, it can be a good thing if he knows how to balance out life.
You get.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But he was a little like squarish.
I don't know. You see, this is a slippery slope because you go from writing books about bullying to tweeting about your bitch dancing with Usher.
Yeah.
Right. Right. That's why I said if he knows the balance of life and if he learns that.
Hopefully this is just a story, and like he's not. Hopefully he has a healthy level of detachment from the superhero alter ego that this is.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
But nah, man. Black Thunder, James Folk. It has a 5-star review, so y'all might as well go and support. And if
8 ratings.
And I don't know how, but tell him that LOI sent you.
I'm sorry, that sounded a little hateful.
Yeah, 8
but yeah,
ratings.
tell him LOI sent you.
8. I mean, 8 is a lot. Though.
Stop bullying unless it's warranted.
How many of y'all can say y'all got a book on fucking Amazon?
That's exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga 13 with a book.
On Amazon, ready to ship. I can get this put to my house right now.
But what did he have to go through to get to this point? It sounds like it was a lot of wedgies.
We don't know if he was dangling off the side of the fucking,
And we don't even like what's modern bullying? You get what I'm saying?
No idea.
Because bullying from the movies,
internet
like classic
shit.
bullying and shit, like bullying for them is getting exposed on TikTok.
Yeah. But then having to walk through school with all eyes on you
What
and
if he
everybody seeing
got
it.
caught masturbating in the stall?
Getting added to group chats that niggas is just talking about you.
This nigga might have been a viral sensation.
Put it like this: he's only 13, so it's hard to gauge like what he would be or what he will. But he seems like he's gonna have a snow bunny in his future.
Yeah,
to say
obviously.
the least.
I thought that as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Black Thunder, White Snow.
Yeah.
And what her superpower would be.
Yeah. Well, he needs
a generator. Fuck it.
Yeah. He needs
some obliviousness.
He needs something that he can control all the time. Like, I'll shock you, bitch. Chill out.
No, he needs a North Star. He's like Hancock, right? He needs a white woman to keep him from being an alcoholic on the streets.
Yeah, homeless.
Yeah, she's
cracked out.
My shining
villain.
star. Yeah.
I Lois Lane.
Yeah.
So the white woman is keeping him off the edge?
Yeah. When he was with that white woman, they was going to see movies and shit.
Yeah.
This nigga was a regular guy.
They got jumped after seeing Frankenstein.
They became more regular, became more human. You know what I'm saying? When they were apart, they started to rage and shit.
I fucking hate that movie.
I love
shout out
that
to
movie.
Black Thunder.
Greatest black superhero of all time. Hancock. Hands down. Because he was a nigga's nigga.
Yeah, he's
with powers.
I remember the first time I watched it as a conscious being. And I was like, okay.
So the first time you watched it?
Nah, with a third
When you
person.
watch it as a kid,
I know
it's
what he
just
means.
black guy
I know what he
flying.
But then you watch it as an adult and it's
Yeah.
like, all right, so a black homeless superhero.
Super nigga, because you got to earn hero.
Okay.
He was a super negro.
Super Negro, wait, that makes it worse. Who was saved by a white man, and the white man's wife was Hancock's bitch before it was his.
That's realistic. That's what Adam 22 is going through right now.
Right now. and
Jason Monster is Hancock?
I think his name is Lee. What's his name?
Hancock.
Jason Lewis, something like that.
Bro, I honestly,
He's got a handful of cock, nigga.
yeah, I've just been calling him anything. Jason Monster, Jason Voorhees. I don't know. Nigga.
All I know is that
The shape.
He's scary.
all I know is that Adam was on that interview with him and asked him the question, what would what would it be like if you were to do something like that? And he was like, well, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't do it.
Which
when he said that, I said,
Which says it all.
Which says it all.
It says it all.
But
Yeah, go ahead. Nah, I was about to wrap this up.
I about to say, but
I have to pee.
if you enjoyed it, like it, share it, please do all that.
Mom, dad, granddad,
All that.
niece, nephew.
If you haven't
your
already,
neighbor's pet hamster.
watch the homeroom episode that dropped Tuesday.
They
Watch the
seen
3 Oak. Watch all that shit.
They seen it.
Jay Nobles,
Tone Groove.
Lauren behind the boards.
Out.